Hello, 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 and welcome to yet another Q&A Thursday where I'm your host, Dane Hennon, and I'm surrounded by some fine folks. Starting at the far left, I've got Levi Gates.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Moving a little bit closer to my direct left, I've got Anthony Fisher.
Happy to be here, Dane.
And then I got a few people to my right where... Well, hold on, Levi, what's going on over there today?
Oh, well, thanks, Dane, for having me.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say, guys, this is obviously Thursday Q&A, but this is going to be a special Q&A. This is primarily, the Diamond ProTech Q&A, Anthony.
Yes, it is.
So we've got Anthony's wife's 4Runner in the back there.
Yes, we do.
We're going to do a little, it's like is this an anniversary present or something?
Actually, funny you say that, right? Our anniversary is coming up, right?
Ooh,
and I'm hoping,
nice.
right?
Yeah.
So she asked for a diamond. She said, hey, you know, maybe something with a diamond involved.
Ooh, yeah.
I said, I could do a little bit more than that, right?
Nice.
You know, how about you know, something a little bit larger, right?
Coat your car.
How about I coat your car in diamonds,
The
right?
whole car.
That's what
Now,
every woman wants.
her idea might be a little bit different than my idea, but you know, I think she's going to be pretty happy when she sees this. But yeah, we got the 4Runner here, but we do have some special guests here in the house, Levi.
We do.
What are we working with?
Well, we've got the newest brand ambassadors for Diamond ProTech. The gentleman here to our right, we've got Matt and Tony. Matt, introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I'm Matt Ward. I'm based out of Boise, Idaho. I run my own shop, Northwest Auto Protection. I am a brand ambassador for Diamond ProTech. I am also pre-certified in Modesta, G-Technique, OptiCoat, and Expel paint protection film. I also am IDA, CD, and SV certified.
There you go.
Heck yeah.
Very qualified.
And in case you guys are wondering, yes, that Matt is the Matt who used to work with me at Fox.
The true master of shine, some might say.
Some might say, right?
So,
And then Tony, go ahead, introduce yourself there.
Hello, I'm Tony Mazzell. I live in Tehachapi, California, and I run a small one-man shop called T-Line Auto Detail. I've been through the Detailing Success Academy. I'm IDA, SD, or CDSV certified.
There you go.
And yeah, I've been detailing professionally for about 4 years, and I'm a Diamond ProTech ambassador as well.
There you
Heck
go.
yeah,
Very
man.
nice.
This is great. This is going to be a fun day because not only are we going to be answering your detailing questions, right, but we're going to be coding the 4Runner behind me, the 4Runner that's seen it all. And but we have some more special
we have
guests
another
here. We have
special-
There's not
somebody
enough people at the
guest.
table. We're bringing in
chiming
more.
in here. Who do we got?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Avi Aliman from NG&T right there.
Hey,
Avi, what's
going
up,
on?
man?
Hey, everybody. So it's nighttime where I am. I don't know what time it is where you are, but it's definitely dark over here.
Well, thank you, Avi, for joining us. What I wanted you to do is introduce yourself, and then if you could tell the viewers at home a little bit about Diamond ProTech, how it started, and you know, just give us a little bit of history about the company.
I'll be happy. I'll be happy to do so. So Diamond ProTech actually started a number of years ago. We were making space. We're actually inventing satellites to go to space, mainly protecting the very, very important microchips on the satellites. We had to cope with extremely high temperatures and extremely low temperatures, and the passing through from one to the other in a very speedy manner. And that's how it all started. And you know, aerospace is great, but it's not a very you don't sell much coating in aerospace. There aren't that many things going up in space. So we started to look at different applications, and of course, we're a coating. We're a chemical company, basically. We're a chemistry manufacturer. So we actually, the coating part is more of a challenge for us in terms of a solution for problems, and then we try to figure out where we can apply it commercially. And so we started looking at cars, and we understood that in order to understand cars better, test cars. Testing in one, so you go to 2, then you go to 10, then you go to 100, then you go to 1,000, then you go to 3,000. And after a while, when you've got enough cars under your belt and you've seen it over time, and then you start to realize, okay, this is actually functioning. So it took quite a number of years, seven, not 8, and here we are. So that's a little bit about us and how we got started.
Okay, and what?
I need to tell you where we're located. We're located not exactly in Boise. So we're located in Switzerland. We produce in Switzerland. Why Switzerland? Is a number of reasons for us. Number one, Switzerland is a country in the center of Europe, so easy to work in, very, very good environment. A great place for innovative ideas and very, very high level of standard expectations. If you're doing some, the customer is expecting it to be very good, but high level good. And so that's a good place for us to kind of get started and work. This is our lab that you're seeing. We're located in Yverdon. Yverdon's a city just outside of Lausanne, in the middle of the Alps. It's a city known for innovation. It's a university town, and there's a lot of innovation going on in the park where we are. And that's where we're located. That's where we produce, and we also have a detailing center there where we test our stuff on real life cars and watching them come and go. As you know more than I do, coatings are good in day one. You got to see what they're like in day 365.
Right.
Very
Nice.
good. And I guess one question I'll ask, because people are going to want to know, what makes Diamond ProTech different from other coatings?
So our coatings are different because essentially composite. So what we do is we very, very clean and very, very hard polymers. That's the part that gets hard, okay? Then that part is fragile. It's difficult to make in thickness. It's difficult to get it on. As you know, with most coatings, there's the issue of, did it dry fast? Did it dry too fast? Did I get enough? Was I quick enough? Oh my God, I got a high spot. How am I gonna get it off? I gotta buff it off. I can't buff it off. I gotta tool it off. So the polymers themselves are quite, they're what we want on the car, but we want them on the car in the right way. So we take the polymers that are very, very hard. We then take them and we mix them with enriched nano diamonds. Now, the nano concept, I guess, is something we should talk about for a second. These are very, very tiny fragments of material that we then go and enrich. But the point is, when things come down to a nano scale, the additive helps to transform the actual thing that it's mixed into. So in our case, it's a polymer. And with our additives, you help to create a very flexible, almost, I think I like the way that Levi divided it, almost like a spider web, okay? A little bit like what you see on the back of your wife's car there, Anthony, with the lights, yeah? It creates this bonding element that allows it to sit properly around all the contours of the car. And then we also use a special type of chemical to make sure that the bonding is at its maximum, because if it's well bonded into your car, it means it's going to last longer. Elements eat away at everything. You can't deny that. That's the nature of our environment. But you want things to be as inorganic as possible, to be basically interacting less with the environment, so the environment doesn't eat away at it for quite as much as it would. And want the ability for the coating to change with the environment it's in. So it's very cold or very hot, very dry or very wet. You want the coating to almost be flexible. Flexible doesn't mean that it changes, it morphosizes. It just means that it reacts well to the changes in temperature, the changes in the atmosphere, the changes going on around you. And that's a little bit of the specialty of our coatings, that they're composite coatings. They're made of more than one material. And these two materials together, it's almost like 1 and 1 makes 3. Okay, not 2.
Yeah, nice.
If I can explain it like that.
Yeah.
There's,
I appreciate it.
There's so much science behind all this, and being there in person, right, and being able to go through and talk with people much smarter than ourselves. Like it definitely is eye-opening being able to see this stuff, being made, but also to see, how far this brand has come with the launch here, starting yesterday, right? And so we've had just a huge success from, from sales and orders and things like that, but also the amount of feedback and positivity that we've seen from this, because behind the scenes, right, Diamond ProTech, in G&T has been doing testing for
years.
years, and it hasn't necessarily been under the Diamond ProTech brand name, but people have seen videos, people have seen tests, people have seen these things, seen these coatings in action, and have just been getting more and more excited for them. And I think they were a little surprised yesterday when they found out about its release. So I know Avi and the rest of the team are, I think you guys pretty happy. Is this what you were hoping for?
We had a lot of fun in the last 24 hours. I have to say, it's been a roller coaster ride. It's been fun. It's been really fun. I got emails from all over the world. I have to say that one mention of the email that I thought was by far the furthest I thought we'd ever come was, I got an email from a detailer in Myanmar.
Wow. Myanmar.
You know
wow.
Burma.
Yeah. I don't even know where that is, but I know it's far.
Burma, Myanmar. Yeah.
It's Burma. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It was great. We got lots of exciting people wanting to try the product, and we're really happy about that. We're happy that you guys are taking it to market, and it's great. It's nice to see.
Awesome. Well,
fantastic.
people are going to see more of Avi in this upcoming video that we have of us in the facility, and in the lab there, and where Levi actually takes up a little bit of science himself, right?
I was doing teaching a little class at a little school.
Okay, that's
what I was doing.
That's what it was. Yeah. But that video was a ton of fun, so you guys are going to be able to see things firsthand, and then we're also going to be teasing the Pro line. And so I don't want to dive too much into it because we're trying to answer questions about what's out now, but I know that there's going to be a lot of questions about the Pro line.
So I will say this, Avi's going to be hanging out with us. I'm going to be hanging out with Dane. We're going to be answering your guys' questions, and then anything else that the boys want to answer. We're going to turn Matt and Tony and Anthony loose on your wife's 4Runner, and we got a little special treat. If you see the Triumph in the back corner there, over there by George, AB brought his Triumph in. We're going to coat the exhaust as well.
Yeah, we're going to be coating the exhaust.
Nice.
So just to kind of prove the what kind of temperatures that the exhaust, that what this coating can handle up to. But to touch upon the fact really quick, I don't want to take over the whole show, but the 4Runner behind me, you guys have seen it in previous videos. You've seen that it has, it's always seems to be drawn to hard water. It seems to be drawn to a lot of random defects, bug guts, door dings, things like that. So this coating is going to be a true test. It's the first coating that's really been on the car, other than mostly sealants.
Yeah,
and so this is going to be a long-term test on something that I'm going to be viewing and maintaining personally.
It's already 5 years old. So this isn't new paint.
And so it was the first time I polished it today. Can you believe it? First time I've ever polished this car, and I think it turned out okay. But what's going to be great about this is going to be able to have it myself to observe and be able to give feedback on over time in our Q&As and in our main show podcast and other types of videos. But we're going to be going through, we're going to be coating the car.
We've got Diamond Body 36 that we're going to be coating the vehicle with.
Yep.
We're going to be using pearl towels and pearl pucks. And then we also have diamond glass that we can coat the front windshield in too.
Correct. And it's a brand new front windshield, so it'll be ideal to get it coated now. And but yeah, it's going to be a great car to kind of maintain. This is going to be kind of a long-term test for myself and for my wife. And this is a car that doesn't get a lot of love, but you know what? The cleaner it stays for longer, the better, man. I'm happy, right?
Anthony, your wife is going to love you when you put the glass on in winter. In winter, she's going to thank you every day.
Well, I mean, I'm the one that usually I'm the one that has to scrape off the ice off the glass normally. However, if there's no ice for me to scrape off,
that gives you extra time for other things.
Gives you extra time for other things. When she says, "Hey, can you go get the car ready?" I'm gonna go. Sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna be out there doing other random things.
Go turn it on, and that's all you got to do.
Yeah, turn it on. Yeah, you're good.
All right,
cool.
Let's go, guys.
I'm gonna go out there and call Avi.
So we're going to start with the body prep, and we're going to straighten in the car prep because the car's been polished, but to make sure that the coating has the best adherence, right, you're going to want to use their paint prep.
Right.
And Levi, touch up on that.
Well, and so that's something we've always stressed and talked about here at the Rag Company. When Anthony and Dane and I have always talked, this is something that's also extremely key, is I always recommend using the manufacturer's prep spray for the coating. And there's a couple reasons behind that. A lot of it is that that is the best possible foundation to set before applying that coating. And more coatings fail because of bathtub chemistry that people come in and go, I'm going to use this and this, and we're going to make it happen. And
I got my Home Depot spray bottle. I'm mixing stuff together.
Yeah,
I can make it just as good. It's just alcohol, guys. I don't know what's so complicated about it.
Right. There's a lot more that goes into that. And I know, Avi, that's something, same thing with the Body Prep is a very unique product to the Diamond ProTech line because it does set that foundation for all the coatings, everything in the lineup.
Yeah, yeah. Our preps are very, very strong. They're really clean and decontaminate well. I think that people will be happy, and definitely I suggest you try. I really suggest try. If there are consumers out there that haven't tried before, you know, the kits we made, they have a bottle of prep inside. They have a bottle of coating. They have a towel. They have an applicator. It's all you need in one kit post washing.
Yep.
So I suggest people to give it a try. They're really, really easy coating. Our coatings are probably, I mean, again, I'm biased, so forgive me, but our coatings are maybe the easiest used in the market.
Yeah.
And I'm not a coating person, and even I did it. Anyway,
Yep, there you go.
So it was a good thing.
Yeah, very simple. All right, let's get into
We'll
some
start off here because I got about
questions.
8 pages of comments
Perfect.
already. Yes, we are
All right,
busy.
We may not answer everybody's. The time of the day.
Oh, well,
popped
that's
up.
fun.
So first one, we have Amber Atkinson saying, I have no garage, just a driveway. Can and how do I still use these awesome coatings? Amber, make sure it's not too windy. Make sure you're at the right temperature. Try and do it in the evening. Make sure it's not too humid. And just, you might wet the area on the ground just to kind of help not, limit some of the dust and debris in the area.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should be fine as long as you're not in direct sunlight. So, all right, and then
I would even add maybe Amber should try our Diamond Quick Body first.
yeah, that's honestly a good
what she
idea.
likes.
Yeah, that's a great idea. The Quick Body is a spray-on and is white hardy. It's a nice product. Alex Dewar, happy Friday Eve. Very excited to try these out and expose them to some nasty Canadian winter conditions. Awesome,
Yes,
Alex.
sir.
Dan Pfeiffer saying good afternoon and a word up from Minnesota. Happy Friday Eve, TRC gang. Anything new today or, same old? Can we talk about Beadmaker? Haha, thanks, Dan. All right. Mike C. Hey guys, forgot my phone charger at work again today, but yeah, that diamond coating will be revolutionary and unbelievable. Hope all is well. I'll catch you guys next week. Thanks, man.
Nice. Eric
Steele, happy Friday Eve, TRC. Can't wait to try the new coatings from Diamond ProTech. Thank you,
Agreed.
Eric. Mario saying, I get my Diamond ProTech on Saturday, baby. Gonna coat wifey's car and see what's up. Thank
Basically,
you, Mario.
take notes from what they're doing right now.
Appreciate it. Just watch, these guys are going to be doing the same thing. So right now they've got some Edgeless 365s and some body prep, and they are going down and wiping every inch. They are wearing some gloves. So we're good.
All right.
Dan Pfeiffer, or Dino saying, happy Friday Eve, let's
yeah.
go.
Yeah, he's
NGNT.
excited.
And Dan Pfeiffer saying, I just ordered a different coating 3 days ago
Whoops.
that I've used many times before to do my wife's car in a few weeks, but very interested to see how people like Diamond ProTech once it gets out there. Thanks, Dan.
You're going to like this. All right. We've got a few back and forth comments.
A lot of people saying
lots of
wet bot.
crosstalk. Okay, we're moving down to page 6 now.
All right.
Okay. Here we
Kyle
go.
House.
This is an interesting one.
What are the qualifications for buying and installing Diamond ProTech Pro, and is the DPT line going to be in the resellers program as well? Thanks. Kyle, that is all TBD.
We've got a lot of pros who watch, so I know there's a lot of people asking about pro line stuff.
There is a pro line.
Yes.
It's a 3, a 5, and a 10-year coating, but that is future stuff. It's coming soon. Just stay tuned. Make sure you follow Diamond ProTech on Facebook and Instagram and all of that, so you can stay up to date on that kind of stuff as it gets rolled out.
All right. Then Gorilla Jeebus.
Nobbin, my dudes. I'm pumped. I need that coating. I hope TRC EU will carry it. Otherwise, I might need to pop over to Switzerland real quick and grab some Toblerone on the way. Gorilla Jeebus is in Germany, I believe. So,
Dino.
We'll welcome him. We'll welcome him if he wants to come.
There you go. Dino saying, I have to admit, NGNT just went over my head. I thought, no way they're going to the U.S. Sorry for my prejudgment. And in the last hours, I saw that they're from Lausanne, and a light bulb went off in my head.
Bearded Hunter just wanting to get the party started.
All
Happy
right, let's
Friday
get the party
Eve.
started.
All right, and then, boom. Steve.
Got to be the first to ask, when are we getting the Diamond ProTech range in the UK, guys? So, Avi's been
Coming
working on
soon,
that.
coming very soon. We're talking a few weeks away.
There you go.
All right. Sam Squatch.
Howdy from Cleveland, I think. Happy Thursday, TRC. Making my Thursday better. Thank
Excellent.
you, Sam Squatch.
Demo saying he's going to watch tomorrow.
Oh, very nice. All right, Demo.
All right. And more crosstalk. Lots of happy Friday Eves. We got a lot of people doing it. Let's see. Diamond ProTech question.
Cervantes.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Question. Super excited about this coating. So what's the gloss like? How fast for a glass coating before the beads move? So he's talking about speed break on the glass. So I didn't have an answer for this, Avi. I don't know if you do. For the glass.
Well, I haven't.
Like when the water starts to move off the windshield. I know when we're on the interstate at a higher rate of speed, it's not even, it just comes off. But
Yeah. It's I think on my car, of course, I work in kilometers.
Sure.
We're talking about 70, 80 kilometers an hour. It starts to move well.
It's like
90
40, 50 miles an hour.
or more. You're running really well.
Yeah.
What I find with our glass coating is that our glass coating, the beading is very, very tiny. So the beading starts real quick. You don't wait for the beads large. They start to move much quicker. So you don't have these large beads rolling up, so they don't need to accumulate. At the same time, it shows you that these small beads just coming up right away. I get used to it very fast, and I just noticed I stopped using my windshield wipers. I think my wife was looking at me going, "Why don't you turn them on?" I said, "Because I don't need to."
yeah.
Because I see everything. Why would I?
I put the glass coating on Jeff's Suburban, and one night he got stuck in a rainstorm coming back from the cabin, and I remember he called and he was like, "Holy crap, this is the most amazing window coating I've ever had on my cars."
Well, lifesaver there.
Yeah, he was blown away by it. But yeah, so David, about
It's
40 miles an hour. So
Yeah, ballpark.
Very, very good for people who wear glasses and suffer a little bit the light reflection in your eyes when you're driving, especially at night. It really helps. It's a really good. You feel good, safe. You feel better. It's a good product, and I highly recommend it. It's easy to install. It's one of those things everyone should put on their car, to be honest.
Yeah.
Nice.
There we go.
Also, my Instagram handle is wrong, but that's okay. We'll work on that later.
I don't know why.
We got,
My Instagram handle is
yeah, your guys' is all right. Wow,
No,
they're
that's
they're
not
roasting
not
us.
me, man.
Okay.
So really quick, so we've already prepped the Forerunner.
Man, that fast.
So yeah, when you have 3 people on
Yeah,
it,
it
goes
moves.
pretty quick.
Okay.
And so we are ready to jump in with the coding at any time. However, we want to be able to have a nice talking segment to be able to talk about the
Okay.
application
Well, why
and
don't you take that on?
Okay.
And then Dane and I will be quiet, and we'll get Glenn and her camera.
Let's answer
Jimmy and
Dino
a camera
before we do that, though,
right
just
there.
real quick here.
Oh, yeah,
'cause
that's a good
Dino's
idea.
on
We'll do
screen.
Dino's question. Where in the EU can we buy ProTech? I can't seem to find it anywhere. I knew one shop in Switzerland had them, but I don't have their number anymore from Dino. So again, future, 3 weeks, couple weeks.
So yeah, we're about to launch in about 5 or 6 markets. We've been holding back to get the functioning and everything set up summer. And I think in the next 3 weeks, you'll find it in most Western European nations. Of course, Dino can reach out to us and come to Switzerland. We'll be happy to host him at the lab and give him something to play with. But you'll see us very, very soon.
All right.
Very cool.
Great.
All right, so we're going to head over to the table here, the product
take
table
that on there.
itself. So we're
Yeah.
going to have Glenn kind of go check out.
The product line, and then from
Yep.
there we're going to be passing over to Matt and Tony for the application, and so they're going to be a tag team in this, and it's going to
right.
go by pretty quick.
Nice.
So watch closely, and when you get 2 professionals, right?
That's what happens.
They like Levi works so fast we can barely catch him on camera, right? But
You know who's faster than me?
Matt Ward.
Matt Ward. Mm-hmm. Faster than anybody. He's like the Flash.
All right, so Glenn, really quick, if you want to come over here
first, so kind of laid out on the table, we already have a lot of the ready-to-go kits. And so these are going to be the kits that you can purchase at theradcompany.com. And these are going to have pretty much everything you need to be able to jump into the coating for that particular use. So the Diamond Body kit, right? So Diamond Body, it's going to be a shorter term coating in comparison to the Diamond Body 36. So roughly 18 months, right, Levi?
Yep.
And so Diamond Body, about 18 months in terms of how long it's going to last. Then we have the 36. So we're going to be using 36 today on the 4Runner, showing you guys how to use that properly. And we're also going to be using Diamond Glass. Now following that, these wheels are pretty hammered. I'm going to have to do an extremely deep decon before I coat these. So I'll be doing that at a later date, but that's where the Diamond Wheels kit would come into play there. And then you have the Diamond Interior. So Diamond Interior is going to be pretty much for everything vinyl, everything plastic, any type of hard surface, for example, is going to be able to accept that particular coating. And then you have the Diamond Leather kit. So Diamond Leather, what's it for? Obviously it's for leather. It is permeable. It is something that can sit on the surface and kind of keep that leather protected from stains, keep that leather protected from your dye transfer from your jeans. It's also going to have some abrasion resistance in there as well. So it's just an all-around fantastic coating for leather. So these are the kits right here. Then here are the products that can be purchased kind of a la carte. So you're going to have your smaller boxes that you can purchase for your needs depending on what you want to do. Now with that said though, is it a better value to buy the kit? Abso-freaking-lutely, right? Because you're going to have everything in the kit ready to rock and roll, and you wouldn't have to buy the prep products separately. So, Matt, Tony, walk us over to the coating table. What are we using today?
So today we're going to be coating the vehicle with the Body 36.
Okay.
We'll be using the Pearl Puck applicator.
Okay.
We'll be knocking that down with the purple Pearl Weave coating down.
Okay. And we went through with body prep here, you guys saw on camera, using the Edgeless 365.
Yep.
Now you can use any type of prep towel you want to use. The FTW is great as well. We use the 365s because they're quick. We had some on hand, and we went through. And how many sprays per panel typically do you guys want to do for that?
I mean, gosh, it didn't take us more than 3-4 sprays a panel.
We use it pretty liberally because, like, we got it, and we got the big
Maybe
bottle.
Don't need to go that far.
But you probably only need really a couple sprays per panel.
Yeah.
But this is a crucial step in this. We've used other types of panel wipe products and other type of paint prep products prior to putting this coating on there, and we felt like it didn't adhere properly. This is truly going to dissolve all of the oils from polishing. It's going to dissolve any last bit of protection that you might have from a sealant and or a wax.
Right.
But if you are replacing your coating with a diamond coating, you absolutely need to polish it off.
That's always the advice, right? You guys always echo that advice with any coating brand to use that brand's prep spray, but here more than ever, it's super crucial.
And once you smell it, you'll know why you're using that prep spray.
Strong.
It's definitely it's pungent, stings the nostrils in a good way. Make sure you're wearing gloves, but really no respirator is needed necessarily. All right, Matt, you have the coating right there. We have the Pearl Puck. Where do you want to get started, and where would you get started as a professional detailer?
Normally I'll start at the hood. We're going to saturate the applicator first off. So
you're doing something with your hand there. You're shaking this thing up.
So you got to shake this stuff. The ingredients in here like to separate, and so per direction, shake it for 15 seconds at least. There's a couple little beads inside of there that's going to help mix that, if you will.
Yep.
And so crucial, shake for 15 seconds.
Yeah, so they use glass beads because what happens is because of the solid content within this particular coating, right, you are going to have that product begin to fall to the bottom, right? Correct. And so the glass beads are put in there to help mix it up, help shake it up, and once it's fully mixed, that's pretty much it. You might have to shake it up one more time throughout the coating process in case you're doing multiple layers, or in case you had to take a break, but for the most part, give it really one good shake, and then you're able to crack that seal. So you'll hear the nice snap once that starts cracking. And that's going to come off, and you're going to have a normal drip application here. Now, when it comes to applying it, right, don't just do a couple drops. I know some people, they get a little stingy, right? They say, oh, how much do I really need? You're going to want to saturate that outer layer of your applicator because you need the glide, you want to reduce friction, and you want to make sure you're having an even coat.
Correct. Your priming of the pad will always take a little bit more coating than following up afterwards.
Okay, so yeah, Matt's going to start in. So show us how it's done, man.
So you're going to want to go in a cross fashion. A good way to do this is just to spread out some of the coating. And now we're just going to spread that coating out in a overlapping cross-hatch fashion.
Okay, and you can definitely see it on the surface here.
Correct.
Now, some people give us crap about the hex lights, and for you people, I say deal with it, because look how well you can see this. In other types of areas, you're not able to see the coating as well, so this makes it really, really easy to see. And so you're putting on a nice, a really nice solid layer. That was a perfect, when you look at it, that is completely even across the board, and that looks absolutely awesome. So how long is the setup time here?
The setup time for 36 is up to 15 minutes.
Okay, up to 15 minutes. Okay.
Depending on temperature and humidity, you will want to lower that.
We are in some higher heat right now, right?
And
so it is
here
hot in
we're looking about 10 to 11 minutes is what we're.
Yeah, right now we're about 89 degrees and 31% humidity in the studio.
Woo.
So it's a little warm in here. That's
So this is not
area
worst
right there.
case, but getting there scenario.
yeah.
Yeah.
And with this coating, it's easy to apply, so we can break it off into sections.
Okay.
With this, we're going, essentially the hood, you could look at it as one big section. We're going to just call this 2 sections. It's a big panel.
Okay. All right.
So we're going to do 2 sections here, and then we're going to let that start to cure on there, or flash, and then we will knock that down with a microfiber towel.
Now, some people are going to probably point out, if they're smart cookies and they have good eyesight, half of this hood and half the fenders are PPF'd, and the entire front bumper of this car are PPF'd, right? So, can you apply this coating to PPF? Absolutely. That's why it's flexible. That's why it's able to adhere to this, and it's able to conform to multiple surfaces, right? So this is something that can basically beautifully cross over from trim to PPF to paint to headlight, back to paint, back to trim, back to PPF. And it's going to be fluid, and it's going to be flexible, and it's going to look uniform throughout the entire finish, and it's going to work extremely well. So yes, it can be applied to PPF as we're doing it right here, and you guys will also see that too on the video this Saturday, where we do apply it to the Ferrari Pista in our video, which was PPF'd as well. So I'm looking at it. That's a great question. We got Nick chiming in with his own question. It's a Q&A where we're supposed to answer everybody else's questions. We get our own questions in-house. Nick wants to know your experience with applying Legend, for example, from PNS, right? Because you've had extensive use with Legend. In comparison, what is kind of the difference that you notice? And if you want to talk about that, do you have some coating on there? Go ahead and knock out that fender and talk about it.
So absolutely. So, well, first off, I'm going to start with a wet line, just like Matt did, to kind of give me a base to go back to with the product. But yes, so I have used Legend quite a bit, and this coating in comparison just has an extremely long working time. So Legend is an amazing long-term coating, but it's a little more
stressful in terms of time.
It can get you can get ahead of yourself if you do too large of a section. I can stop, talk, have a conversation, go eat lunch, maybe not quite that, but I can do a lot more during the application process of this product and not have to stress about it, which is probably just one of the major key highlights of the Diamond ProTech line in general. Long working time, low stress, ease of application, ease of use, especially here in the consumer line. You can see I put a nice thick layer on the entire fender there while I'm talking, and no issues.
Yeah. So I want to point out something really quick here. So you can see that the hood has begun to haze up, right? Now, you might be able to see this on camera. Now, most coatings, I'm going to be pretty stressed out if I'm seeing this.
Yes.
I'm like, good God, right? Like, we've waited too long, right? But I did a quick little test spot wipe off here. As you can see, it comes right off. And so that haze is not necessarily a bad sign. And so you can go through, buff that off the PPF, buff that off the paint, and you are left with a beautiful finish left behind. So this is something, unlike other coatings, when I see hazing, when I see any type of what looks like something on top of the surface that doesn't look wet, I freak out, and I get a little stressed, I'm not going to lie, because I think to myself, Do I have to rebuff that area? Is that something that I am going to have to redo because I polish it to perfection? I'm scrubbing with a towel. I'm marring the hell out of this job I just did. And have I wasted my time? And this is something where you see this, don't freak out, that's normal, and you can even let it set up for a little bit longer. And so what's nice too is that if you do, for any reason, have a high spot with this coating, you can take that wet applicator, go right back over it, take off that high spot immediately.
Exactly. I was just going to say, if you do run into an issue, because this can be left on like any coating, it can be left on too long, where it'll start to dry on the surface and be difficult to remove or buff off and to level. But another highlight of the product is that it's cannibalistic. So like you said, you go over it with your wet applicator. Again, it loosens up the surface tension of that coating and allows you to buff it right off without any issue.
Yeah.
And
so
we've tested that and played with that to make sure that that is something that works as well as we say it does, and it does.
So I'm just buffing off this side of the hood right here, just to kind of give you guys a good comparison here on what it's like to remove the coating. And like I said, at this point in time, it's still coming off beautifully. I'm not having any issues. I'm applying, like I say, in terms of like how much pressure I'm applying, I don't know, what, 40%, I mean, like nothing crazy, 20%, 30% pressure. I'm really just letting the towel do the work, and I'm making sure that my pressure points are even across my hand, and I am not seeing anything that is popping out to me. That feels awesome. So yeah, that's going to be it for the hood here. We're going to continue on applying the coating throughout the car. If there's questions specific to the application of the coating, make sure to drop them down in the comments below, because we want to answer them. So I'm going to pass it over to Levi and Dane and Avi, who have been patiently waiting. Dane, how many pages of questions do we have?
47.
No.
Well, there's been about 180 people watching.
Oh
so
my
just
goodness,
trying
Dane, you guys got to play catch up.
Well watched,
keep everybody
Q&A.
happy.
Thank you, guys.
But it is very informative, so thank you for doing the walkthrough there. I know that helps some people out. I've got a huge list I've been queuing
Dane.
up, though, so let's, well, there's going to be a few that are like quick, we'll turn and burn, but we'll get to the real questions here as we go along. Obviously, Alex just said what a beautiful group of people.
Oh, thank you, Alex.
It's always nice to see.
now just start
Then we've got Lars here popping in saying,
Lars.
hello, everyone. Have a great day. By the way, great day at the Automechanica in Frankfurt. The IDA will host a CD and SV event and just a few free spots. Levi will do 1 or 2 SV testing.
That's right. So you guys, those of you over in Europe that are going to be attending Automechanica, the rag company will be there, along with our friends at Color Lock, Kosh Chemi, a number of companies. The Diamond ProTech boys will be there as well. Avi will be there. I think Michael's going to be there also. So we're going to be doing stuff. You can come see us. But what Lars is speaking of is we are doing an IDA CDSV event over there. Myself and Alan are going to be over helping host that. I'll have Josh Petro with me, who's a CDSV as well.
Yeah.
I'm an RIT, so we'll be doing some CDSV testing. So please go check that out. Sign up. You can go to the the-ida.com.
There you go.
Simon Bach, will the brand be hitting Rag Company Europe? Yes, Simon, it will be a few weeks. Stay tuned. I talked to Patrick this morning. He's very excited. Can't wait. CJ Byrne saying this is the most anticipated Q&A ever. I know. It's been kind of fun teasing it the last couple times with folks. Mario says, I can't wait to get certified for the Pro line. There you go, Mario. Thank you. Kyle House, will there be some DPT merch on the way? Possibly, Kyle. Stay
Something
tuned.
to ponder.
Yeah.
Followed by Simon here.
Simon says, what are the current pipelines looking for their Pro line? So, Simon, we're still figuring that out in Europe as to the Pro line for North America. It's going to be primarily coming out of the Rag Company, but it's all going to be basically Diamond ProTech is going to be you're going to be applying, and then it's going to go from there. So that's how it's going to be working. So stay tuned, Simon, especially with you in Europe. So.
All right. I got Tanner.
Holy crew. Oh, hey crew. As a mobile detailer, would it be possible to apply this coating under canopy? Yes. Tanner, yes, you can. Can do that. The key is temperature.
All right.
Bearded Hunter saying, super excited to try Diamond Body 36. So I know instructions say not to apply in conditions over 70% humidity. Would there be any issues in higher than 70% humidity, or will it just flash quicker? Well, that's kind of what we're talking about. The humidity is a factor. you are going to have to shorten your time frame down on a lot of those because of the fact that it is going to cure a little quicker. Am I right about that, Avi?
I'm not
he's
hearing
muted.
him here in the audio. I think he may be muted.
Yeah, Nick might need to unmute Avi there. Oh, Avi,
Oops.
you're muted.
I think you
That's
muted
me.
yourself.
There you go.
That's
go.
me.
That's
me
you.
muting myself. Sorry about that. And you will have to look for a shorter flashing time, so it won't be as long. Definitely possible. There's a few cues to look for. You look for first kind of a rainbow effect, and then you start seeing a little bit of a haze. Once you start seeing the haze, it's time.
Yeah.
So maybe as you guys apply this, maybe one of your shots can take a look and see how that's happening. I'm not sure on this car with the color, but definitely after when it's ready, when it starts to flash, you'll see a bit of the rainbow effect's hard to catch, so not every eye will see it, but the haze is definitely clear. It's easy to see, it's easy to spot.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. Then I've got Joey Belinsky here.
Do both the 18 and 36 give the car a warm gloss? Yes, Joey, they do.
As opposed to a cool one.
Yeah. It's kind of a very unique coating in that sense that it acts like that. Mario, can't wait to coat my first spaceship. Yeah, it'll be perfect.
Amen to that.
Handle it just fine.
Dino?
Been there, done that.
He's done it.
Dino says, I think people in the U.S. don't understand how much things need to be perfect to be in the Swiss market. My company used to make plastic parts for German automakers, and special composites of plastic were used for, sorry, burped there.
And then it cuts out, so I don't see the rest of his comment.
Shoot, Dino. Yeah, I missed the rest of your comment.
I'm sure it's down there somewhere. Just
But
understand it's very difficult.
Dino is right. Dino is right. Swiss market is very, very demanding.
There you go. Yeah.
All right. Lydia?
Lydia, how is the slickness and water contact angle of the coating on the paint? Lydia, get ready for this. Contact angle is 142%.
I'm sorry, is that a
142
typo?
degrees.
That's
No, 142
so
degrees.
much.
That's one of the things I love about this coating. It's literally the highest contact angle on the market for coatings right now.
It's almost like the whole bead is visible on the surface, like
it's
not just flat,
crazy.
it's way up there.
Absolutely
Way up there.
insane, the contact angle on this coating. So that contributes to the oleophobic properties too.
I don't know if you guys can pull up the piece that we tested yesterday at the garage at our detailing center, where we put it on half of a car and showed the different properties of beading. I think it's a good answer for Lydia. Essentially, you can see the drops immediately.
So there they
And
are.
you can
coating
see
it.
them form, and then you can see the difference between the sides. And I think you'll be highly impressed. Diamond Body is got a great beading, and it lasts. It's really long lasting. Diamond Body 36 will last. The hydrophobic effect will remain for a long time. And then of course we have the Diamond Quick Body to renovate this. So as you see it, you see the difference there.
it's
one
much-
from the other.
They're much tighter. They're more rounded at the bottom.
There's another really good picture I've seen, and it's actually on the Diamond ProTech website on your technology page, where it actually mentions the contact angle, and it has an image, kind of a side cross-section of it. Is actually a really great example for people who are trying to visualize that, like in a cross-section kind of way.
Yeah.
We're basically what we basically do technology-wise is we enrich the diamonds. So we enrich the nano diamonds themselves to bring them to the point where the contact angle is extremely high, and then we mix them in with the polymer, and then so the longevity of hydrophobicity in our coatings is much longer than most.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the unique thing specifically is that those enriched nanodiamonds have such a high contact angle on their own. I mean, it's crazy. So that's what I love about this product is because literally, and I think that's one of the things, Tony, you did that. You did half your hood in Legend, half your hood in Diamond Body, and you were showing it rained.
Yes.
And one side of the car that had Legend was nice tight beads, but it
Sure.
still had some dirt.
Performing super well.
Super well, like
But
any
still,
normal coating.
the beads had collected the dirt in the water beads.
Right. But the Diamond ProTech side
It was clean.
basically washed itself.
Yeah, and all the water, same very similarly consistent water beads and shape between the two, but the Diamond Pro, it was the Diamond Body 36 side of the hood had cleaned itself, and even the water beads themselves were clean. There was no more dirt anywhere.
Yeah.
And it's not
Which
like it
surprised
rained differently on one side versus the other. They all got the
No,
same
all
rain.
same
on a dirty
rain,
hood.
same rain, same
Yeah.
hood.
Yeah. Pretty
Yeah.
crazy. So,
If that doesn't convince
help you
somebody,
there, Lydia.
try it for yourself.
It was cool. He was showing us a picture of
Yeah.
it the other day. Stilly's doing my details in heat where it's 95 to 102 by noon. And asking my locals to bring vehicles here to my house where at least I have a huge sun sail. This heat truly, TLC is my bestio. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Stilly's. We're commenting on our temperature here in the building. So,
Ricky Tat.
Ricky Tat, does Diamond Glass do anything about dew on the windshield? So it acts pretty much the same. You're going to get that dew, but it's going to be a very tight formed bead that is either going to fall off depending on the angle of your windshield or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it really just depends on that angle of your windshield.
Yeah, if you're driving a
specifically,
Lamborghini Diablo, your windshield's almost, horizontal.
it
then
might not come off as.
it's more like it's on a hood of a normal car. So.
Yeah.
But anywhere else.
You're driving a Hummer, it's literally at a 90-degree angle.
Or an FJ
so,
Cruiser or
yeah.
something. Hey, but
So-
you got 3 windshield wipers there. Harry Housewife.
Evening, you lovely lot. Hope you're well. Thank you, Darren.
We hope you're well
Appreciate it.
too. We got Carson saying, "What's up, guys?"
What's up, Carson?
Followed by David. Let's get him up there.
How about for glass? Does it help remove the bugs, be removed from the windshield? Driving 100 miles a week at least, and the bugs are such a nuisance. Holy crap, David. Yes, this is something I've had it on my wife's windshield for almost 9 months, 10 months. And it's one of my favorite things because when I drive down to Utah in the summer, same thing, hit a bunch of bugs, and I can literally turn on the windshield wipers, and I can get a majority of almost 80% of the bug guts off the windshield just using the windshield wiper and the windshield washer fluid.
Yeah.
It actually, because they're not really stuck.
Because normally I'm worried about smearing, but if I had that on there, I'd be a lot less worried because I feel like it would actually take them off.
Because it's not like they're not stuck.
Right.
You know, sometimes when you do that, it's stuck and it's like glue.
Yeah.
And you go and it just kind of smears and it doesn't really do anything.
This is putting something between the actual glass and those bugs.
And then let's say you pull in to get some gas, you refuel, you grab your bug scrubber, it just wipes right off. It's nuts. It's
Bye.
It's silly how
Yeah.
easy it comes off. So.
And here's a good question. I think a lot of people run into this. You open a bottle, how much time is left after you open it? What's the shelf life for an
Avi?
open bottle?
About 6 months after it's opened.
Okay.
I really suggest to people to blow while you're applying, so go away from air as much as you can. And if you're not done with the bottle, just seal it. Seal it well. Maybe tape around the edges you're trying to stop any oxygen from getting inside and crystallizing. 6 months at least.
Yeah.
And our coatings, they definitely, if you know what you're doing and you're not a first timer and you spend a little bit more product, you can get quite a good yield.
Nice.
So you could do a second car or a second coating in 6 months or whatever it is that you have. If you got a big car, probably go through the whole bottle. Smaller car, you can do it again.
Sweet.
Ricardo
B, happy Friday Eve, TRC. What's the cure time for the glass and Body 36 before it can see the elements? What's the cure time for the product?
Immediate. The glass you apply, 15 minutes, you polish, and you can go out anywhere. Diamond Body 36, I think it's 1 hour.
Yeah. So
Okay.
1 hour, it's ready to go, and for glass, immediately once you're done, pretty much.
Oh, that's impressive.
So,
I got Justin here.
as a detailer in Central Oregon, excited about the protection in extreme temps and helping with snow. There you go, Justin. Perfect.
All right. Followed by Darren.
Hey team, can I use an SiO2 spray to protect the vehicle while waiting to carve out time to polish and protect later on? Worried that the SiO2 may hinder the paint correction process. Darren, an easy answer is pick up some Diamond Quick Body and use that while you're waiting, and that'll help protect the vehicle very easily, very simply. And you won't have to worry about that.
Simple enough.
It's a really, really good product, especially for people who aren't comfortable coating, or they want the effects, but they're not ready to go through the whole process. It's really easy. Have effects. Okay, it won't last a year, but it'll last quite a while. You'll definitely enjoy it.
Well, what I love is it's so easy to use. You could literally wash your car every, once a month. You could put it on as a topper, and you're going to have infinite protection at that point if you're using it every month or every couple months, because it's such a durable, strong, and you get all the same oleophobic, which is the self-cleaning properties that the coatings have.
And that's the thing, that if nothing else is really like turning you onto the product, that should be the one that really jumps out as something really appealing.
Yeah, Anthony, didn't we sprayed some of the Quick Body on a little Mini Cooper that you had to drive through the Alps in the pouring rain?
That was Anthony and I had fun in that one. That was a good time.
Yeah, that was pretty wild, man. I mean, that was where, I don't know if I should tell that story right now. I can tell it at a later date.
Okay, that's fine.
But
a little sweaty.
No, I'm a little sweaty. It's a little hot in here. But no, everything's going good. I just want to give you kind of chime in, give you an update.
Yeah,
so,
what's going on?
Car's accepting the coating beautifully. Like I said, all that prep work was great. I mean, really all I did was I clayed it, polished it, did a decon wash on it, got it all prepped for the coating like you normally would, and it feels great. I mean, like it's loving it. The paint's working really well with it. I did notice that in terms of the heat inside here, it's hot.
It's flashing.
It's hot, right? Once we get the AC unit in here, right,
nice.
things will be pretty nice. But it's flashing, significantly faster than it normally would. So, like I said, typically about 15 minutes of kind of flash time, right, was typically what we look for. We're finding it's closer to probably 8 minutes now. Okay. And there was one panel that I was applying it to, and I said, this went from about 8 minutes to about 4 minutes. And so this is where, depending on your heat, and guys, it may not look like it, it is significantly hot inside the studio today.
Currently it's 89 degrees and 31% humidity.
89 degrees, but you're working with 3 dudes around you, and it gets
You're
hot,
wearing black
right?
shirts,
And I'm wearing a black long sleeve shirt. So it is absolutely hot. And so with that said, I wouldn't be afraid of the heat, but I would basically just narrow it down to where you're doing panel by panel, be smart about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, in cooler weather, if I was in 60, 70 degrees, right, low humidity, I'd knock out half the car.
You get it,
Super
you
idea.
get halfway.
I get half the car. I get half the car, and then like literally not even think about it potentially, me potentially having to go back over it. But no,
This
it's
is kind of a worst case scenario then, or not worse, but
I wouldn't
getting
say,
there.
I wouldn't say it's worst case scenario. I mean, because everything's going beautifully. It's just I just want people to be aware of how hot it is here and kind of what we're doing. So
How easy is it? How's the wipe off?
wipe off is great. We're using one towel.
Wow.
Just one.
Wow.
One towel. We're not using 2 towels. We're using one
that
towel.
shows you how much is being actually absorbed into that clear.
Oh, it's
actually bonded.
no, it's incredible. I mean, typically when we're doing coatings, and it's different with every coating.
Right.
I understand that, right? There's carriers that help the coating, right? There's things that dissolve that you're removing that sit at the very top of the paint that you have to have enough towel to remove, right? But what I like about this fact is that not only is the towel, one towel being able to knock everything down, but it's a knock, flip, wipe, and then just because of my muscle memory, I feel the need to keep wiping. I don't need to keep wiping.
Yeah.
Like I'm literally knocking it down in the first pass, but because I'm crazy and I've been so used to using 3 towels and sporadically wiping everything, I'm kind of like, I'm just wiping to wipe right now. So the pearls are fantastic for this. The Edgeless 300 would be great as well. 365 would be a great towel.
And the Edgeless 300 is what's stocked in the kit.
Correct, yeah. So the Edgeless 300 is a great towel for this as well. Pearls are nice just because we love pearls as coating towels. But we're finishing up with this. Matt is finishing up the rear bumper there. Front bumper, everything. I mean, everything else has been done. Pillars are done. It looks awesome. And so me and him are we've just been talking back and forth, because when you get 3 people coating a car, it's a lot of the, hey, did you hit this? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, I already got that. Oh hey, I already got that. Did you hit this? Did you hit
Well, that's
this?
key. You got to have that.
Yeah.
You got to have that, right?
Don't assume. Never assume.
Don't never assume, right? So anyways, we're going to continue on this, but when we're ready for the windshield coating, I'm going to come back. and then we'll be here to answer any questions.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Look at that
absolutely.
gloss. Holy cow, that thing's
That is looking tasty right now.
Pillar on the
All
other
right,
side.
Dane, let's
done.
keep going through some of these questions.
Here's some Dino.
This one's
Dino, can you guys give me some advice on rotary pads? I need to buy some, but I don't know which way to go. Dino, my favorite rotary pads are the Rupes, any of the Rupes pads. They work on the rotary. Enjoy them. Seriously, the wools are some of my favorites.
Ricky?
All right, Ricky Cologne, pretty excited to hear about the products. Quite interested in the glass and wheel coatings. All right.
Then we've got
At the Diamond ProTech, why should I use your coatings? Regards from Mexico.
Thank you for the
Bay
question.
IP. Well, we've kind of been explaining that this whole time there.
I like to
man.
think
So
this is
hopefully
pretty
we
good.
answered your question.
And I saw they actually answered in the comments, so we're good
Perfect. All right. Tyler Cruz, what did you guys polish the 4Runner with? TLC? Yes. Last
there. TLC
cut.
is the last cut for people who don't know.
There you
Because
go.
there are a lot of new people
Last
here
cut
as well.
with some Rupes pads.
The last cut compound. Okay, Sam Squatch.
Sam Squatch, I really think Anthony could sell hot tubs right now. I'd certainly buy one from him. It's a great option.
Great.
Jimmy says, I got here. Let's take it from the top. Take two.
Oh,
Thanks,
Jimmy.
I appreciate
It's too
that.
hot to start
Yeah.
again. I'm sorry. Okay.
And then
Paulo?
Paulo, does Beadmaker play nice with this? Yes, it does. The only thing is, just know that whatever you're going to put on top of this coating is going to change the contact angle of the actual coating itself.
Correct.
So
you would actually be reducing it.
Yeah, so I'd actually recommend, if you have it, you can use it, it's fine, but I would recommend buying Diamond Quick Body, just because if you want to have a topper and you want to just throw some stuff on because you feel like it, that's what you need to do. But look at that gloss, dude. That's a crazy thing.
That is juicy.
I pulled up. Let's finish my sentence here, and then we'll probably just go to break for a little bit. But basically, this is what I love: is this gloss of this coating. I dropped my kids off at school this morning. My wife's car, which I haven't washed in almost a month now, was sitting in the school parking lot because she works at the school. And I drove by and I was just looking at the Camry sitting there. It's bright red. Still the glossiest, shiniest car in the parking lot, and it hasn't been washed in a month.
The car looks stupid good, and you barely do anything to it.
It's insane, and it's because of the coating, because of the Diamond ProTech
Like,
product.
if you're like me and you probably touch your car as little as possible, this is the ideal scenario.
Yeah, and for those wondering, it was Diamond Body 36 that we put on the Jag. Same
So, for
coating we're
those
putting on
wondering.
this. So we're gonna go to break. Give us a couple minutes, guys. Avi, we're gonna go to a break, and then we'll be back shortly.
Good.
See you in just a few.
Okay.
Hello, and welcome back to the Hot Studio, where I've got the probably just as hot wearing long sleeve black t-shirts here in the studio crew. Welcome, guys. And Avi back up there in the window, as you can see. Hello. And so we are right back to it. But you guys are all sitting down here, so things must be okay over on the 4Runner now.
Everything went smooth. Everything went good, man. There's no hiccups, no problems. The car looks great, and so what's insane is the fact that that's going to be pretty much fully cured here in less than 24 hours.
By the end of the
By the time with the heat inside here, yeah, it's going to be cured much faster.
Crazy.
So the paint is officially done. It looks fantastic. It looks glossy, and the beautiful part too is that this is still something you can put toppers on, right? And so if you want to go ahead and throw any one of the toppers on that we've used in the past, Dreammaker, Beadmaker, C2B3, any of those the coating will accept, and so it's not going to harm it in any way whatsoever, because there's people that like to spray stuff on their car just to spray stuff on their car.
You're a big fan of just spraying stuff on your car. Most people don't know
am.
what it is half the time, but you like to spray stuff.
Yeah, it's true. But it's good to go. I mean, so I'm really happy with how it looks. So now at this point, it's just a matter of knocking out the windshield, and then what camera am I looking at? That one right there. Okay.
There you go.
So now it's just a matter of knocking out the windshield and then knocking out the exhaust on Anthony B's motorcycle.
Yeah. Hey, look at that. Next Day Nate bringing me a little diamond glass prep.
handy.
That is
This
handy.
is going to be one of the main things you need to do the glass coating. Now, Avi, can you use
Tell me.
the body prep to put the glass coating on, or should you use diamond glass?
You should use diamond glass. Diamond glass is gonna. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Can you hear you?
Yeah, I'm seeing a delay, so sorry about that. Diamond glass is definitely the diamond glass prep is definitely what you want to use. I'd like to say it's something between a cleanser and a polish. It's got a bit of an abrasive effect on the glass, so it really gets into the pores, cleans it out really, really well. When you put the glass on, you'll see that the coating will almost disappear. It'll almost dissipate as it is absorbed into the glass. There's a chemical action. It's like if you can imagine mini explosions. Okay, they're absorbing into the glass. It's becoming one with the glass, and when you come to the 5-10 minute. Now in your heat, you're coming to the 5-10 minute. I would say it's going to take a little less time than 15. It usually takes. You'll see that it's almost all gone, and you'll go to wipe it down, and it'll be all gone, and that's it. And then you'll spray some water on it, and you'll see for yourself.
Yeah, what's interesting is so when we were filming some of the videos, some of the shorter 1-minute clips that we filmed, we had my friend Jason's C706 in here, right? And we were doing the application, and I'm applying the coating to the windshield, and it is just literally absorbing like into the glass, right? And Nate and Jimmy are like, well, hey, you're not applying it. I'm like, I'm applying it. You're just not picking it up fast enough. And so it obviously is absolutely right. It just kind of gets absorbed into the glass. You are going to knock it down just a little bit, but for the most part, it's almost instantaneous in the effect that it's just absorbing into it. But the glass prep is absolutely key. So I guess what I want to ask is, Tony and Matt, do you have any recommendations based on your experience with the paint on things that you would do or do differently other than what we've done today?
I think we got a pretty good process today. I think the biggest thing is focusing on the heat and humidity.
Yep.
Okay.
Your timing factor is going to be key, depending on where you work, what state, what your garage is like.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so what we're touching up against 90 degrees, 20 to 30% humidity. I'd say, in this case, 10 minutes was probably the max I would want to push it to let it bond.
Okay.
Other than that, everything went really smooth. So.
Okay, and we were using one towel. I mean, for the most part, to pretty much knock down an entire panel. How many towels would you say you would need for an entire vehicle, such as this?
I would use a couple towels, maybe, just to say peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
You could easily use one towel with this problem.
Fold it, flip it, try and use all the sides.
Okay.
Get
and not that we want people to be, we obviously sell towels. We want people to buy as many towels as we can possibly sell them. However,
but we're also realistic.
The plus side of this is that you don't have to overuse things, right? Because we do realize that with most coating towels, right, especially a diamond coating towel, that you probably won't be using that towel again for coating removal. You're going to demote it. You're going to do something like that. And so, if it saves people money as well in that sense, then it's not a bad thing. And so, but any other recommendations? Any other prep things to look out for? Any other things that for just body 36?
Yeah.
Well, one thing. What happens? I leave a high spot.
Yeah.
Well, there was actually a few that we missed, particularly me.
After the break,
After the break. But no, we went right back over with the applicator, and it softened it up, and it buffed it right off. In fact, we didn't even need to do that on a couple of them. So
a couple of them.
It was still had a long working time, even in the heat. There was just a few little spots. But if they were stubborn, re-wetting them would have been, an easy way to take them off.
Okay. There we go.
Very cool. All right, so we are going to set them free. On the glass
They're
coating.
going to go do the glass coating by themselves.
They're going to go do the glass coating by themselves. Now they're going to have to flip over probably one of the Pearl applicators, because I think I jumped in on the coating. Yeah. So we used 3, so you might want to flip it for the application of the coating. But for the most part, Pearl Weave, glass prep, you guys are ready to rock and roll.
Let's do this thing. Have
fun. So they're going to go over there. Glenn's going to go and follow them along for the process. Levi is going to judge them and nitpick their work. I'm kidding.
Nice.
No, Levi cannot judge the real master of shine.
No,
I mean,
Perfect. No room to judge.
So let's go ahead and jump into
First one's actually about glass from here. Paulo.
Okay. So we have Paulo that says, should you put some of the glass coating on the windshield wiper to reduce friction? I don't think that
I haven't noticed it.
I haven't really noticed.
Yeah.
I haven't really noticed any.
Really.
I feel like some of the newer windshield wipers out there are so good that I feel like I'm not getting friction. But you'll see that this stuff is helpful in its own way, just on the glass alone.
Well, being that the glass coating is for glass, it's a different substrate than your windshield wiper material, be it vinyl or rubber or whatever. That's going to be a different kind of bond that you have to have there. So I don't think that would really work the same.
So as you guys can see, these guys are actually
not required.
Yeah.
But windshield wipers up, always. Always get your windshield wipers up. There's certain cars that don't allow you to get your windshield wipers up. If that's the case, then work one side at a time and don't bite off more than you can chew. But you'll see once they start doing the application that this stuff really does absorb into the glass.
Also, another very big pro touch, when you have the windshield wipers up, if you can zip tie or rubber band some kind of soft foam or towel or something around the windshield wiper so that it doesn't slap down and crack your windshield
Dane,
like
how
I
do
may
you
have
know
experienced
that
one
so
time.
well?
Impossible.
I would
Nobody
suggest
can do that.
maybe,
It never
just
happens.
maybe, putting a little bit of a buffer in between.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think
It's
that,
been known
I
to
don't
Well,
think that's
and what's
ever
nice
happened.
is that by
The
reducing
stray elbow might send
by
it flying.
reducing the chance of cracking your windshield that method, it may also reduce the chance of you having to spray paint your wheels, sandblast your wheels, chemical blast your wheels, and everything else.
And
Because
repaint
Well, there's
your
no
tires.
helping you there.
oh, Dane,
You
is that
missed-
what happened to
you
you?
wanna do
I don't know, but Jeff C's got a question.
we'll-
So,
All right,
for
Jeff's-
those of us in
Wait a minute,
long-term
and then drop it down. You
relationships
wanna
with
just do the
our
whole
cars,
thing and
what's the
do it.
recoat
Okay.
process
Yeah.
like when the coating needs to be replaced? Decon, quick polish, and recoat, or sanding/compounding required?
No, Jeff. Actually, it's quite nice. You can literally do your little decon and a quick polish and recoat. That's it. Pretty simple. No need to sand or compound. This product, especially if you're putting it on top of itself, kind of recognizes it, and because of those polymers, and so it's quite easy, quite simple.
Yeah, if you need to top off your coating. Now, for example, if you have a scratch or anything like that, the process is going to go for any other coating. Maybe you are going to be compounding that area just to remove that scratch or sanding, whatever you need to do, and then just recoating it, and it should be able to create a nice uniform look with the rest of the coating on the car. Now you can see right here that they're going through and applying the glass coating, doing the crosshatch method here, back and forth using the Pro applicator. Now you'll see it kind of start to haze up here, but what's interesting is, not before long, that stuff is going to start kind of just disappearing, right?
Yeah.
And once it gets to that point, you're ready to knock it down with a towel. And so, pretty awesome. Next question, Dane, we have
Wayne.
is, Wayne says, can Diamond ProTech on existing ceramic coating? I'm guessing, can you use Diamond ProTech on existing ceramic coating? I'm recommending starting from scratch. I'm recommending always to be able to start with a good new base layer just to get the most benefits from it. Because while there's probably a freak situation where, you can throw it over the top of something, I don't think that's going to do the product justice. And you want it to get the best adhesion possible to the clear coat.
And I think Avi said it perfectly. He just said no.
Yeah, no.
straight up.
Just no.
Simple and easy right there.
Yeah, there you go. Next up here, we have the Bearded Hunter, who says, should Diamond Quick Body be used as a maintenance topper for the coating?
Yes,
Okay.
it should be. It's simple. It's easy.
Yeah.
So
How long would you wait before putting Quick Body on?
6 months.
6 months? It won't
Honestly,
need. It won't need
It
anything.
doesn't need it. No. So here's the thing: if you coat your car and you do your normal washings, the fun thing about this coating is it doesn't need that topper like other coatings. Many people go, "Ah, man, my coating's clogged and it's failed." Just wash the coating. Just wash it. If you wash the car properly, those hydrophobics come back very quickly.
Yeah.
Just getting the light dirt off. Most people, what they don't realize is you can do something as simple as a rinseless wash. Get your pressure washer out, knock all the heavy dirt off. Just using O&R and a big red sponge or a big black, ultra black sponge, it cleans so well that the hydrophobics come back instantaneously. Now, if you put bead maker, you put C2V3, you put something else on, and you're like, I really want to get that off. Get that to wear off, and put your Diamond Quick Body, because the cool thing about Diamond Quick Body provides that contact angle, that hydrophobic property, and the oleophobic property. The real beauty of the coating, the key points, it comes back because of that Diamond Quick Body on the surface, and that's why I would use it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you could do it every month if you wanted. There's no need, but you could. It works.
Now, Dino here with a question.
Okay.
What we need to do when we have a high spot on your ProLine coating, same thing, Dino, with some of those, it's a cannibalistic coating, meaning it does soften itself and you can take it off. So if you let it sit for a few days at a time before you're going to have to buff it to get it off. So, Ricardo, will the one towel that comes with the kit be enough for wipe off, or do you need multiple towels? Well, you just saw they just did it with one towel. But you get a towel. you can have multiple towels if you
Well,
like.
it was 1 towel per person. We have 3 people
Yeah.
in the car, so a minimum of 3 towels to probably do everything that we've done. Now with the glass coating, for example, you're going to add another towel or 2 on top
Yeah.
of that. So for a whole car, I would plan on using anywhere from 3 to 5 towels to knock everything down and then call it good. And so for that reason, the Edgeless 300, 365, and Pearl Weave is great for that purpose.
like they're trying to zoom in on the glass there.
Well, no,
Forerunner-
I feel like I don't know who's on the camera. I think it's it's Jimmy. He's trying to show everybody my VIN number. So thanks, Jimmy. I didn't know when a bunch of people running my Carfax report for me. So next up here we've got, and the questions.
Cameron.
We got Cameron Messina.
These are from an hour ago, by the way,
Says
so we have
if
about 6 pages.
Diamond Pro can be applied on any surface, why have a separate product for glass? So for the glass specifically, right? So Diamond ProTech, what we're using today, Body 36, can be applied on side glass, absolutely, but it will not have the abrasion resistance that the Diamond glass is going to have specifically for the wipers and for the amount of friction that it's going to have. Is that correct, Avi?
I'm actually going to correct you there, Anthony.
Oh, okay.
You do not want to use our coatings on glass. Okay, you want to use the glass coating on glass, and use our coatings as intended. Use them lights. You can use them on the trim, but the glass is a particular type of surface, and the glass coatings, they are totally different in the way that they function. So we don't have a coating that is universal for all surfaces. That's why we have the different coatings. So glass for glass, vinyl for vinyl, body for body.
Now, however, so if side glass, for example, right? Let's just say it's the side glass in the car, and Pro 36 hits the side glass.
Forgive me. What's a side glass?
Side of the car.
The side of the car.
Roll-down windows.
Your roll-down windows, not your
on the
front
side.
windshield and not
Yeah.
your rear. Your side glass.
Yeah,
If you get Diamond Body 36 on there, what happens?
Take it off.
Just take it
wipe
off?
it off. Nothing will
Okay.
happen.
Yeah.
Nothing will happen.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just making sure.
You just don't want it to polymerize there. You don't want it to be stayed on there. It doesn't do any good. It won't help. So
Okay.
just if our coating on surface area not happen off quick, just don't leave it there.
Okay.
Because if it polymerizes, you got to buff the glass. So you're gonna have some more work to do.
There you go. Kirby Thompson saying, great to see Diamond ProTech leader with window open and the darkness of a Swiss night. Fun to see this great option at the TRC store. All right, thanks, Kirby. Ryan Field.
You guys can hold this at 6 a.m. and then it'll be daytime for me.
Yeah, right.
There you
Ryan Field saying, can the Body 36 be applied to exterior plastic trim? Yes, it can.
Definitely.
Totally fine, Ryan. Ryan again, another Ryan. Excited to see the mystery coating revealed. However, I have a question about headliners. Best method for cleaning them. Use some either express or rinseless, O&R. Any of that stuff works great with just a damp towel. Wipe the headliner. All right. Christopher, when will this be available in the UK? Coming soon, Christopher. A few weeks. Stay tuned. Spoonfuls, ordered my bottle of Diamond ProTech, looking forward to seeing if it can help protect my outdoor car's nice paint from my car cover. Should. And then Tom S., what type of finish is the Diamond interior? A matte or gloss? Thanks. It's not ultra glossy. It's a deeper finish, but it is kind of a satin finish. It is going to change. We've done some 50/50s, and you can tell there's a difference. But it is more of a deeper finish. Easiest way.
It enhances the color.
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, the depth.
You get a darker, more enhanced color.
More rich.
Yeah, more rich. Yeah. All right, Dane.
There you go.
R53 Maps, looking forward to having the coating on my Cooper S soon at Clean and Shiny. Now it's finally been revealed. There you go. Nice, Maps. Sweet.
This next one looks
good
familiar for some reason.
Hey, Eugenio! I started to use Diamond ProTech a month ago, and I'm amazed by the quality of this product.
Wow.
Nice. Wow, you know what? I could go for some vodka right now. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
and not just because it's hot in here and it's been a long day.
Do you know anybody that can make us some kind of like mint sorbet, mojito type of thing with a little bit of Tavares vodka?
Well,
I mean,
after dinner appetizer,
be quite nice, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Avi knows a guy.
I wanted to tell you guys that if Eugenio's watching, and he's excited. He's happy to have hosted you guys at his place, and
had a
he's
blast.
looking forward for your next visit.
We're happy to.
We are
We're happy,
too.
we're happy to
is
go
coming,
back.
and a bottle is coming your way. A bottle.
Oh,
is
man.
All right,
Excellent.
man.
Excellent.
That's going in the podcast studio.
Yes, it is.
All right.
All right, so the guys are buffing off the glass coating right now, right? They've let it
Yep.
set up. And Matt, Tony, talk to us. How's it going?
Avi said, it's amazing how little of this was actually even left on the glass. Sort of on the edges where I was pushing product into, they were a little bit thicker there, and you could actually see some high spots, if you will. But this window was darn near crystal clear, and we didn't even touch it almost after the application of the coating. I mean, but yeah, you could tell, especially based on the high spots. I've been checking every few minutes with the heat. They got a little bit harder to wipe off, so we buffed it all off. It looks great. Easy, slow. Could have taken a nap in between that.
Yeah.
There you go. That's one of the cool things about this coating is, so many other coatings still stay really wet on the surface. This actually, you really feel it's bonding. It's actually being absorbed into your
see the
clear,
difference.
and it makes a big difference. Gransky, is this going to be available through Canadian TRC distributors, or do I got to drive across the border? Yes, that is on its way that way. So
We're working on it.
yep. Tyler Cruz, so Quick Body, is it like Parla or Bead Maker? Can it be used as a drying aid? All that good jazz. Yes, it can be used as a drying aid, Tyler. Diamond Quick Body can be used. You get the car wet, you spray that on, it's good. Shad, what's good, fellas? What's the longevity on the interior coatings? It's 1 year. Shad, 1 year.
Avi?
He's just a
Oh, okay. I thought he had it. It's like, I have a note about that.
Just 1 year.
Yep.
Jimmy Moto, which of their coatings for my new gloss black PPF? What we just put on the car, Diamond Body 36 is what we put on Dane's Jag as well. So, Diamond Body 36 works. Alex Dewar says wipers are so 2015. Let's get it.
That's
There you
right.
go.
Just replace it with a really
Yeah.
good coating.
Chris B, putting this on PPF and paint, the exact same process. Yes.
Yep, it was.
Just did
It
that.
was. I mean, it was literally. It's a easy application from left to right. I mean, it didn't feel it really any different. I mean, we were going and applying it, so it feels exactly the same. So yeah, very easy.
Simple enough.
Ooh, you guys, I love you all.
Goomy.
Says
It's
Goomy.
Goomy. Hey, bud.
Our distributor
Our,
in Iceland.
Our Icelandic
Yes.
friend. The trucks in my company use a wash service that uses alkaline acidic cleaners that clean trucks without being touched. Would the glass coating resist this type of abuse? Avi.
The glass coating will resist chemicals through. Stas in our garage is known for trying to kill coatings. He's a coating killer, and he's put on everything under the sun, and the chemical resistance is very, very high.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
So there you go, CJ. Yes. Sam Squatch, really looking forward to buying this coating. I don't know how this 4Runner can get glossy, but we're about to get glossier, but we're about to find out. Sam
And
Squatch.
I think you have.
All right.
Told by
Dino, I don't know if I'm the only one that doesn't use a window coating. I drive mostly into the city at 50 kilometers an hour, so coating doesn't have enough wind over to self-clean or push water off.
Well,
It's
still don't know what you're missing.
for what it's worth, I wasn't really a window coating guy. I've already
haven't been
already
either
told you
until
people
I
that.
use this one.
I would normally just throw on like Bead Maker or throw on something like this. But when we were doing Jason's Corvette and going through the process of literally just watching it kind of disappear, I felt a lot less stress knowing because we've. Remember back in the day, 5 years ago, when window coatings were first starting to really kind of make their way into the market, and we were using them, they said, oh yeah, if you have a high spot, it's a permanent streak, and you really can't get that off.
Right,
and I'm
yeah.
like, I don't want a permanent streak. Why would I ever want to deal with that, right? G-Technic stuff made things a little bit easier, but the fact that this literally dissolves into the glass and you're barely touching it
Yeah.
makes me feel a little bit better
Yeah.
about the whole situation.
And I would say too, even if you don't think you're driving fast enough to see the rain wicking benefits of a coating, getting the bugs off in the springtime or something.
Or
Yeah.
torrential downpour.
Yeah.
You get stuck in a storm, and you're running your wipers so fast because you can't actually see.
We've been through a few of those.
We've been through a few of those with an uncoated windshield. It's terrifying.
Yes.
So
Sticky
having that
windshield.
peace of
Ooh.
mind to all of a sudden go, oh man, it's just running off, even in a heavy rainstorm. Dino, it's a little bit of insurance. A little
Yeah.
bit of insurance. So
I have to say to Dino that it's worth it, just the ease of cleaning your window. The ease,
Yeah.
I mean, if you drive a lot, and you get all kinds of stuff on there. It's the easy your window, 2 minutes, 20.
There you
So
go.
even if you don't drive fast enough to see the beads flow, you'll enjoy it. And the glare at night is totally different.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a big thing.
That too.
Yeah.
DVD Genie going, which gun do you guys sell to clean the foam pad with an air compressor? We don't sell a gun. We don't, to blow out stuff. We recommend like a Tornado gun or even just a normal blow gun.
Sure.
Yeah.
Chris Jacquard, Levi, small question. If you use the Diamond ProTech ceramic coatings, they're not ceramic, they're coatings. Have you or Anthony tried any topper to add, or can you use another topper like Beadmaker? Chris, we've already answered it.
Yeah.
You can use any of the toppers you want.
Yeah.
It's not going to affect the coating. However, the hydrophobic properties of this are so great. I'd recommend if you need to spray something because you just got to spray something on your car because you're a fellow like Anthony who loves spraying stuff for no reason. Diamond Quick Body. Buy a bottle of that. Spray that on as your topper. That way you
Well,
keep all the
not every
benefits.
wash. You're gonna
No,
you're gonna have a bad day.
Yeah.
I would
at least
say
once a month.
yeah, probably
And
like
you can
once
use
a month.
Dreammaker on
or
it. You can use
Use
any
Dreammaker.
of the other ones. It's just
Yeah.
it's going to change the
Scented
kind of
water.
hydrophobics. Scented water.
Get yourself some
Scented water.
Dior Sauvage, spray it into some distilled water.
okay.
I'm just kidding, don't do that. But you know what? I mean, I understand, man. You know, it's an addiction. It's hard to break it. Next question here we have is
DVD Genie asking, which chemical do you recommend to make the dash nice and black? Kind of confused by that.
DVD Jenny. Emphasize a little bit more. Come back. And next question, Dane. We have company
What about the maintenance?
Compay JP. What about the maintenance? Can I use my regular products? Absolutely. You
Yep.
just wash it like a normal car. Yeah, have fun. Next up here we have Tom Kirby says everyone is concerned about application in the upper ranges. From Houston, the humidity exceeds recommendations when the temperatures are low.
Yeah, Tom or Kirby, it's basically same thing. Bring your time down per panel. Watch
Smaller
it.
sections
Yeah,
at a time.
smaller sections. You know, you'll
Just
be
don't
fine.
get ahead of yourself.
Yep. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Okay.
Gransky, is there a fabric coating coming as well? Question mark.
There is a fabric coating coming.
There you go.
All right.
All right. And then Road to Detailing just waving at us. Kirby Thompson, and over 90 degrees Fahrenheit when humidity drops below the 70% level. Please explain the way to resolve as the prices are perfect to my detailing prices. So Kirby, like we said,
Yeah.
shorten your time, your window, you know, based upon your humidity. I do a test spot, maybe work on a fender, and don't get ahead of yourself. So, and then Hans saying, I love how those boxes look. Thank you, Hans.
agree.
Appreciate it.
I
like
will,
the way
I
they
will
look,
admit
too.
that out of many of the companies out there, I think that the presentation is key. I think when buying a coating, I think
Crack one open.
It's a premium product. You want it to look and
something.
feel that
If
way,
you
too.
are investing in that, I want my experience to feel like an investment, and I feel like these boxes absolutely make it feel like that. It doesn't feel like an afterthought. It doesn't feel like they were just thrown into something cheap. I think for shipping purposes, they're amazing because they're going to protect the product inside.
Yeah.
But I also think just this is something you can give to somebody for Christmas, and they're going to be freaking jacked, man.
That's a gift
I mean,
box
like that's
right
a
there.
gift
It's
box
waiting to
right there.
happen.
And so I'm hoping Avi and them stay stocked up on these boxes forever because it is such a cool thing. I mean, look at Tony over there. It
Tony's
looks
got
like
a future in hand model.
get him in some pajamas, and it's going to feel like Christmas morning at the at his house there. And so, but yeah, just a great experience across the board. And I believe that being a detailer, right, or having a shop, that displayed on your shelf, Levi, is that going to look pretty good?
It looks great.
When you have a customer that says, "Hey, Master of Shine, I'm interested in a coating. What do I need? What
gonna
does it look like?"
Please come over here. Let me show you. Let
my
me
wares.
demonstrate
Okay.
based upon my wares here at my boutique.
Yeah, and you're going to
see.
you're going to hand them this box and say, "This is what you get,"
This is what I'm going to put on,
and they're going to wow.
"Ooh, that's worth the money."
And then they say, "Can I have this box after you're done?"
And I say you could.
Yeah.
For
Oh,
the
and here you
price
guys
of
thought this was your job.
Okay.
You have to buy the coating. You have to buy the install.
Yeah.
Then I'll give you the box.
That's what I'm saying. But can they have the box after you're done installing the coating?
Yeah, they can.
Oh my
they-
gosh.
As long as they pay for it.
When they go to Levi, though, and they say Mr. Master of Shine, he really, truly does need to make sure that Matt's there.
Yeah.
to- to
Oh, yeah.
accurately-
Sorry. Yeah. It's.
And that's got to be there to make sure it
Sorry.
doesn't screw
Yeah.
up.
I guess you don't make the calls in that
No,
situation.
I mean, when the two of them are in the room, we have to defer the
boss
proper
is
master
watching.
to Master
Sure.
Shine.
I guess, dang it.
So, anyways,
Forced induction here,
says,
saying he's glad he purchased the full kit sets, which
well,
is awesome.
Financially, in my opinion, it makes more sense. However, I understand that people may not need the applicators or towels.
So I
or they
will
know they
say,
need the box.
I was in the store,
Yeah.
the ragcompany.com with the
Okay.
boys today when we were grabbing all those to put up.
You're doing some purchases.
We were kind of.
Yeah.
There was a gentleman who had placed an order, Avi. There was 5 boxes on his order. He bought all 5 kits. I'm assuming it's probably forced induction drive.
Hey, he's
Who
not
knows?
messing around.
But it was like, I saw him sit on the table. I was like, oh, wow. Slide that out there and see who bought those. So
Bravo.
thank you guys for
Bravo.
buying. It's great.
Dino?
Yeah.
Dino says, in my experience, if a coating doesn't burn or sting in your nose, it ain't strong. There you go, Dino.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's a good thing.
We are an
Paolo,
hour behind, by the
Can
way.
you use quick body over the top of the glass coating? Yes, you can.
No, you
Oh,
can't.
no, you can't. That's
Obviously.
right, you
you
can't. No, it does. You're right. It does weird stuff. You can't do that. No, you can do it on the
Weird things
coating.
happen.
You can do it on the coating on the car, but do not put it on the glass because it does. They fight. I've seen it.
Fight. My suggestion, if you're a consumer and you're buying the glass coating, first of all, you're going to get a lot of yield out of that bottle. There's going to be a lot of windshields covered with that coating. Second thing is, if for any reason you feel like, as Tony was saying, or somebody else was, or Anthony was saying, you know, at a certain moment you get into the effect, you like it so much, then it goes down a little bit. Oh, I want it. I want more. What? Some more. Just coating, reapply. You know, in the glass with diamond glass cleaner, diamond glass prep, sorry, and reapply, and you'll see immediately it comes back. It's so easy to apply. It's like putting a diamond quick body. It's that easy.
Yeah, but don't use Diamond Quick Body on the glass.
Don't use diamond quick body on the
On
glass.
the windshield that's been coated with diamond glass because of that. Because I did
Correct.
that the other day and I was like, oh, this is not working.
Yeah.
And I had to use diamond glass to
Clean it off.
There you go. Now, forced induction with a good tip. Hit that like button.
There you
Moving
go,
on,
thank you.
Paolo.
Paolo saying, how many cars will 30 mil body 36 coat? I have a Honda Passport and a Toyota Camry. Same question for the glass kit. If I wanted to coat all the windows, glass kit, you could coat all of Anthony's fleet of vehicles that he owns. I think he's the highest owner of cars now at the moment.
Yeah, he's
not
running
true.
the surplus.
I own 4 cars, 2 motorcycles. 5 cars, 2 motorcycles.
Yeah. So
Yeah, something like that.
But the point is, you have plenty. Honda Passport. I'd
Yeah.
probably buy a kit for each one.
Yeah.
Because you want to do 2 coats, right?
If it was a Honda Fit and a Camry, I'd say go for it, maybe
Yeah.
one bottle, but the Passport and the Camry.
I would
kind of
much
too big
rather
of
have too much than too little.
Yeah.
Passport
right?
is like 4Runner size.
Yeah.
And
so.
sometimes it would be kind of cool to have 2 boxes rather than 1 box, right? That's
Yeah.
2 gift boxes.
I always like 2 boxes.
Maybe I'll give my wife the leftover
Christmas
box that
twice.
we have.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a nice one. Yeah.
And she says, I'm like, here's your diamond for our anniversary. And she says, this is a box.
yeah, and you say, yeah, but it's got diamonds in
And
it.
she says, you got a discount on this because you work at the company. And I said,
know
no,
what
I
you're talking
didn't.
about.
I had full price.
It's got a diamond on
No,
it.
Dino, that is not true. Nobody's coding me.
Yeah, we don't need a code name.
Doing it like
That doesn't sound like a healthy thing.
And then detailing South Bay Porsche. How's the longevity and durability compared to pro-level ceramics? Is there something innovative that makes this longer lasting?
Avi.
Well, we kind of explained that.
Yeah,
but yeah.
We talked about that. I'd be happy to repeat. Basically, the fact that we're using organic polymers, our coat, the fact and then with nano diamonds helps to create this weave. This call it a spider web, as Levi called it. This thing, I can't seem to find a better. It's like a mesh, and this really does. This is one reason, and the second thing is because the coating is flexible, so it really adjusts to the different weather environments. It's not going to crack, and that helps to make the longevity. And of course, the last thing that I tend to mention less, but it is important, is the agents that we use for bonding. So they're really, really strong, and they keep the coating bonded to your car better. That also helps. So it's a little bit of here, a little bit of there, a little bit of there, all together. It makes it a longer lasting coating.
Alrighty.
There we go.
Dino follows up with a more reasonable suggestion.
Well, actually, hold on really quick, Dane.
What?
So it's 333.
Oh.
We got to get coating on that motorcycle exhaust over there. So,
yes, yeah.
so the boys are going to break away again.
Okay.
And
Keep it
for the
moving.
motorcycle exhaust, Avi, what would you like to see on that beautiful Triumph over there? Would you like to see diamond wheels, which will hold up on that exhaust, or would you like to see diamond body 36?
On the exhaust, I'd like to see diamond wheels.
Diamond wheels, all right, that's
We
it.
have some over there?
Yep,
Okay.
I think so.
It's not
bring you
cracking
some.
open bottles.
We have
gonna
fun.
Just take a few
Avi.
I don't
days.
think I put some out
I would
there.
like you to bring me some diamond wheels and a panini, please.
Alrighty.
Avi one
Got a
time went to
panini
go.
for you, a bottle for him,
Yeah.
and what am I getting, Dave? A hamburger for Dave.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's
me
easy.
and Dane went to actually we had to eat sushi with Avi one time, right? And when
good
we were
time.
over in Geneva, and Avi's like, "Hey man, I got so much sushi coming. You guys don't know what to do with it, right?" I said, "Avi,
Yeah, no
you
way.
underestimate
Unless we
my
crack.
ability
I
to
don't know,
eat
but we'll
things,
get-
right?" And
terrifying,
we
really.
finished off 2 platters of sushi. Do you remember that? I mean, it was insane how much we ate, man. We ate. It was incredibly delicious as well. And so when we go back there, you wouldn't think that Geneva is your first stop for sushi, but it absolutely
dear.
is. So Levi's grabbing the diamond wheels
It was
right
great
now.
having you guys.
It was a lot of fun. And so we got Matt here with the diamond body prep that he's going to be using on this new exhaust. Now this is a spark exhaust for a Trident 660. It is stainless steel. However, you could also more than freely coat titanium using diamond wheels as well. And so high heat temperature rating, and it's going to be able to withstand even the header heat, which I know it sounds absolutely freaking crazy, but it will withstand the header
Remind
heat.
me again what temperature it's safe up to, because it's an extreme number. I would
Avi,
call
what
that.
is it off to? What is it Celsius?
It's you're catching me up. I think we're in
1,000.
we're in the 1,000.
When the,
Yeah, I was gonna say. I remember it being like 18 something hundred Fahrenheit.
No, it's more. I think it's.
So it was like
even more than
1,000
that.
Celsius or something like that.
1,000 Celsius is 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it was like
I know, but I think
1832
it was 1,300
or
degrees Celsius
Fahrenheit.
though.
I think it was 12. I think it's around 12.
2,270 degrees is the heat temperature rating for
Okay.
For the coating, and so
Well, I was
it's
way
going to
off.
be able to withstand that on the headers. And so what they're going through is prepping everything. Now, if you are going to be coating something such as this, and you want to polish the metal beforehand, you absolutely can. Now, this is going to be more of a brushed stainless, meaning that if we polish it, we're going to be removing that brushed look, which was something we don't want to do. We want to keep that nice matte satin finish. So we're simply prepping it and then going through the diamond wheels for the application, starting from the headers all the way down to the end of the pipe. And so it's great for motorcycles. This is great for cars that have fancy headers that you maybe want to show them off. But it's kind of crazy how much this stuff holds up.
So the hot rod scene could get into this too.
Absolutely. And so next question here. So
Daniel's just pointing out the buff off.
So ProTech buff off at the 1050 mark, or when the haze appears. Yeah, pretty much.
Then auto.
What's the shelf life after the bottle has been opened? Is it as finicky as SiO2 coatings regarding crystal
We kinda
forming?
covered this one already.
Avi kind of said use it within 6 months, but honestly, try to use it. I mean, if you can crack it open and knock things out with it in one go, that would be my best recommendation if you can. However, if you store it in a nice, cool, dark area, right, that should be fine, Avi. Now, by cool, I mean
Polymers,
temperature controlled.
Yeah, in general, it's less of a temperature issue and more of an oxygen issue. You got to keep
Okay.
the bottle sealed. We highly recommend to take, electric tape, it's the thicker tape, and wrap it around the seal at the bottom.
Okay,
That makes sense.
To help it maintain longer.
that'll do
It's
more
less
than just
finicky
putting it
with,
into a cool
with heat,
space.
it's more finicky with
Oxygen. Gotcha. Got it.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then next up here, we've got
Ronnie Yacht saying hello, and
Ron
then
saying hello.
Compay.
How many regular cars can I coat with a Diamond 50 ml bottle? Gosh, you're looking about, I don't know, about I think three.
Probably do about 3.
I would
Depends
say
on the size.
if a 30 can get about a one and a half cars.
Well, on a
Yeah.
sedan, the 30 mil will do 2 cars.
Yeah.
Because you got to do 2 coats.
Yeah.
So
All right, Harry Housewife.
The
there you go.
50 ml of diamond body. If you're doing one coat per car and you're a good detailer and you pass just as much as necessary, not too much, you can easily get 2-3 cars out of there.
yeah,
Okay.
go. Joey Belinsky, is there a 2-week waiting period before washing like other ceramic coatings?
Avi.
We tend to suggest not to wash the car for the first week to 10 days, if possible. Of course, we know that it might rain and things may happen. That's not a problem, but we definitely suggest for the week.
There you go.
Okay. Kirby?
How many layers is best, or wait time between each? It's about an hour and 2 layers.
Yeah, an hour should be enough.
So.
Then we got Shelby here.
Shelby saying, if I had Inspiration installed on my truck 2 years ago, do I need to do a complete decon in order to install this? Yeah, I would recommend decon and then do a light single-step polish on it.
Yeah, you want
Shelby,
to be
just
clean
to make sure,
slate.
That everything's removed, especially something like Inspiration.
Yeah.
And then is there a topper for the Diamond Body 36? Jason Wallace, we recommend Diamond Quick Body.
Mm-hmm.
Like we said. And then Dino, I want to know who got you guys together. Did someone reach out or what? Avi and I have been trying to connect for many, many moons. We finally were
been a
able to
minute.
a little over a year ago. So it's been, let's say my name was in his head for a very long time.
Long time coming.
David saying
Connection
also,
was instant.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was. We became fast friends. David, also in reference to the name, no dirty intentions. First day of my new job, I blew a tire, and they've now coined me David Tires Blowy.
You just call him David
That's
Blowy.
funny,
All
David
right.
Blowy, great.
Otto?
Otto, seems insane. Looking forward to getting this. I appreciate how you all give credit to other brands as credit is due, but highlight pros and cons between them, keeping it honest. That's what we do,
the right way
Otto.
to do it, man.
That's how we do it. So
Just the right way to do it.
there's reasons for all the coatings we carry at the Rag Company. And each
Correct.
person's different and each coating's different. Umberto, I imagine the recommended application is 2 layers. How long to wait for the second application? Would it be 1 hour? Yes. I imagine our all year round summer temperatures in Puerto Rico, it would take shorter. Yeah, possibly. And then Matt the viewer, if you have an SiC, which is a silicon carbide coating already on the car, what is required prep for the diamond application? Again, we'd recommend you decon the car, a light polish, 1-step polish before applying it. So do your diamond body prep and then coat the vehicle. Then David, how many coats to put on a vehicle? Could I do 2? Yes. Is 1 bottle enough to coat a crew cab long bed pickup? It might be a little tight, but
If we're talking like a real big one, like a 250 or 350 or larger.
If it was Dane's old truck, no.
Oh, God.
I'd
That's
get at least
pushing
2 kits. Dane's old truck was a monster. It was
Yeah.
huge. But that's how Dane likes his trucks.
Yeah, but anything short of that, you're probably okay.
He says it's not a real truck if it's not an F-350 crew cab dually.
Not a real truck if you can't park anywhere.
Carissa says this is so exciting.
Yeah.
I know you cried when you sold that truck. You were like really heartbroken. That was like,
Sure,
you
those
really
weren't tears
missed
of
it.
joy.
You
I
really
didn't have to
missed
park it
that
anymore.
truck. Randy saying, loving the show. Always fun to see others working while I work. There you go. That's what we do.
No, ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Can I polish over spots on paint that look to be solvent pop? Yeah, you can, but it's probably solvent pop.
Mm-hmm.
They're just gonna get bigger.
Ronnie Yacht.
What's the estimated life of the coating on a garage car versus one that is parked outside 24/7? So Ron, that really cares. It depends on the care of the vehicle. Obviously, if it's a garage queen, that coating's going to last a very, very long time.
Yeah.
If it's not seeing the elements, if it's not having to deal with any of that, if it's outside and you're on, like, say, the East Coast and you're dealing with the rain and the sleet and the snow, yeah, the coating is designed for normal wear and tear and all that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah.
All right, let's go down now. Fredo, sorry I logged in a bit late and live. What's the flash time? It really depends on the humidity and temperature of the coating. Again, Alfredo, we explain it based on that. Guys, have a seat. Let's get going.
Yeah,
in
we are
here.
cruising now.
So
These
we
are
got-
50 minutes old.
As you guys could see, they got the exhaust done. How hard was that?
It was the same as the other coatings. Yeah, easy. I think we had to go a little bit faster on the metal. You know, it's different substrate, so it seemed to, on the one heat shield panel at the front of the exhaust that I hit first, I had to go back and re-wet it with the applicator a little bit to get it all buffed down, but the rest went fine.
Okay. Sweet.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
Just double checking on the 1 to 2 layer part. He thought he missed that. For
Yeah,
GV
so 2
acceleration.
layers on Diamond Body 36 is recommended. You could do 1 layer if you want. See how that goes. If you want to do 2, if you want the maximum, get you
But
too
it
late.
is interesting because there are a lot of other products where we're like, you don't need to layer stuff, whereas this one, there are real benefits to do it.
There are real benefits, and it's actually, in my experience, it's easier.
Yeah.
The second
Yeah,
coat is
absolutely.
way easier than
Yeah.
the first coat. So,
All right, Joey.
Joey says, it's hot, says Anthony, wearing long sleeves and gloves.
Yep.
I know.
Wayne, how long before Diamond ProTech is available in Canada? Wayne, coming soon. Josh Petro will be able to get that figured out on our end here.
And we just answered this one,
And then
Daniel.
Yep. Watch time, we already answered that. CJ Byrne, one towel wipe off, amazing. Sam Squatch, I'm curious with this coating. I don't see masks. Of course, in a ventilated area, does this coating produce a chemical smell per se? Yes, it can. And if you're sensitive to the smell, you can wear a mask. It's totally fine.
No harm in that.
Yeah. But we have fans. We've got about 5,000 square feet in here, so it's not as bad.
Yeah.
Josh Kingery. Super excited to try this coating. Just ordered Body 36 in the interior coating. Thank you, Josh. All right.
Graham.
Dr. Bunsen Honeydew here. Is there shampoo, snow foam, etc. in the ProTech range? If not, what products have the lads been using? Graham, everything that we carry here at the Rag Company is literally what we've been using to wash the
So far,
Diamond
it's
ProTech
played nice
coating.
with everything.
Honestly, if you really want to know, I've got almost every single person here at the Rag Company's media team. I've coated their car with Diamond ProTech for quite a while now. So
He's been running around secretly doing it to everybody's
yeah,
cars.
so we've been watching in just whatever we have for sale. So, Sam Squatch, I used the Adams graphene ceramic and it was just strong. It was just strong anywhere near the surface, so I aired out the applicator before
think he's talking about
applying.
the smell,
The
yeah.
smell, yeah, I could imagine. Graphene stuff doesn't smell very good. Tyler, well, damn, Quick Body's sold out. I know already, very quickly, very fast.
Flying.
We've got more on the way. Hans, does ProTech have a headlight coating? Avi?
Just our regular coatings. They work on the headlights too. So
There
you
you
don't have
go.
to buy a
All right.
particular one. You just use the same bottle.
There you go.
Simple enough.
And then Ricky, so one of the things that customers always seem to look at is, of course, overall gloss and also slickness to the touch. Is this CSL like slick, Beadmaker like slick, or not that slick? So, not that slick. That's one of the wild things about this coating. It's not slick immediately like CSL or Beadmaker immediate. However, when we go to put that second coat on, it's going to change it and it's going to be much slicker.
Yep.
So this first wipe off, you're not going to notice a huge difference. But as it cures, that's when you notice it. It's as it starts to harden, as it starts to bond, that's when it becomes much, much slicker. And then when you put that second coat on, that wipe off's even faster.
The feeling
Yeah.
is very noticeable.
but it's
once it
very
changes.
noticeable after that. So it's kind of an unusual.
Yeah, because some people
way,
they're
but
like they want the instant gratification.
and
and
Yeah.
it's not that
Yeah.
right off.
Don't be concerned on that first wipe off
Yeah.
when and you don't get that super slick feeling you,
You
might
didn't
be
screw it up.
expecting. Come back after an hour, clean towel, same place. It's different.
Yeah. Yep. D-Man Force 4, could Diamond Quick Body replace Beadmaker? No. I'm going to say no.
I would
But it's
say when you're
pretty
using
dang
it on this
close.
coating, then
Yeah.
have the two
I
play
will
together.
say
That
I do
makes
have a bottle
sense.
of Diamond Quick Body in my house, and I do love it. I use it more like a C2V3 than
Right.
Beadmaker. Beadmaker, I kind of do whatever I want with it. It kind of just is a jack of all trades for me.
A little less thought has to
A
go
little
into
less
it when you're
thought
using
with that,
Beadmaker.
but,
It's just
but
kind
what I
of a-
love about Diamond Quick Body is I can use it after I've worked on someone's car, and I can offer them quite a bit of protection.
Right.
Yep.
And I use it more of an actual sealant, where I kind of don't, Beadmaker is a sealant, but it kind of, it can be it.
But you're right. It's more like using C2V3, where
It's more like
it's
that.
a little bit more to work with.
Yeah.
You got to pay more attention.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Scott, are there any cons to Diamond Body compared to the other ceramic coatings you guys sell? No. That's the crazy thing. No, Scott, there's no cons on it.
The oleophobic makes it stand out
Yeah,
too.
Richard Wakefield. Hey guys, not sure if you've had this already asked, but can you give me a quick compare and contrast between Diamond ProTech Body 36 and CSL versus and topped with EXO? This is harder, stronger in terms of durability,
Faster,
faster,
better, stronger, better, harder,
stronger, better, faster, harder,
stronger.
More
all
heat
those
resistant.
things.
The whole
More
Daft
heat
Punk
resistant.
song. All that.
CSL and EXO still a killer combination. Diamond Body is a much more durable in terms of strength, abrasion. Again, you've got the nano diamonds in it, and you have that oleophobic, which is the self-cleaning, which is really where this product shines.
Yep.
Is its self-cleaning ability.
We got Diego.
Hey guys, congratulations on the new coating. It looks great. I can't wait to try it on all my cars. You guys are the best. Thanks, Diego.
Gotta give it a shot. Let us know what you think.
Raphael. Hey guys, hope everything's okay. I need to ask, what's the best dilution ratio for brake buster on my weekly watch club? 10 to 1, buddy. 10 to 1. Richard, also, could you compare diamond glass coating to G-Technic G1? All the cars do for glass topping up. I may consider switching. Richard, I will say this is a much easier glass coating than G-Technic's G1.
So if that matters to you,
You just watched it.
give a shot.
It's fast, right?
Yeah, it was happening in real time right behind us.
Accredited installer.
Oh, this was much faster, much more simple, not multiple processes. So if you're the consumer doing it on your own car, you're going to knock it on there. 15 minutes later, you're driving.
Less chances to screw it up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kirby.
Hot Studio, so Pepsi products make the day. That's right, Kirby. Thanks to our friends at Pepsi for keeping us cool. I know Pepsi Pete's stopping by after the Q&A to talk about a restock. So, Raphael, I have another question. What pad do you guys recommend for a primer like Gion after Kosh Chemi M302?
Primer.
Pad, do you recommend?
Finishing polish.
Probably. I would use the Kosh Chemi pads? I don't know what that question is, Raphael. It's worded weird. Rewrite that. Randy, what's the shelf life of a wheel bottle once open? 6 months. Make sure you let all the air, as much of the air doesn't get back in. Tighten that bottle down. Avi was referring to grab some electrical tape because it's a little more compliant, a little tighter. You can wrap it. Electrical tape would be great.
Stacy.
Looking at ordering some of the new coating, but not clear on the difference between 36 and the non-36 version. Diamond Body's an 18-month. Diamond Body 36 is 36 month. There you go.
Twice as long.
Yeah.
There you go. Ricky.
Anthony looks like I do when I'm finishing a car in my garage in this horrible heat and humidity.
I mean, to be fair, you're in a place that's almost always that temperature and humidity, so. Lloyd.
Guys, loving today's session. We talked about it, but I apologize. Any coatings available for matte satin finishes? We just showed a video where they actually put it on a matte finish. It just deepens the the color of the matte.
Yeah, you're not adding shine that's not already there necessarily.
Yep.
So, Carissa?
And then Carissa, the cure time is really a game changer for me. Yeah, Carissa, it's pretty impressive.
Definitely something that can change some minds.
Joel, will the pro coating be available for enthusiasts? You have to be certified. You'll have to be certified, Joel.
But there will be a process, and you will be
Stay
able
tuned.
to enter into that.
Yeah. Jimmy, looking for a quarter 3-inch polisher. My Pixie 80 just can't handle the massive amount of sanding and polishing I'm doing now. What do you guys suggest? Pick up the new Rupes, like the new 3-inch. If you're looking for a new 3-inch, I'd pick that one up. Because it is, I think it's a quartered version. If not, you can always pick up an air version too. What dilution ratio do you use when using brake buster from Pat Cap? 10 to 1.
God.
And Scott talking about that. Same thing going for the Rupes 5-inch. Well, glass coating, does the glass coating need maintenance coats like glass transparency? Matt the viewer. Not really.
Nope.
Not at all. You can put more on
Not
if
at
you
all.
want. Like Avi said, you don't have
You
to.
definitely, you can it. It's good. It's, you know, if you miss the spot or something happened, if you layer it, it's always an addition. It's great, but it does not require maintenance.
Now on that front, just for people who maybe tuned in and missed it, but what's the expected longevity for something? Because I know glass is a tricky one.
A year.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's really good by glass standards.
Tuesday or
okay.
Wednesday,
Quick
we will
Body.
have Quick Body back in stock. We just got confirmation of that. So, you guys just have to wait a couple days, sorry. Paolo, will Quick Body gunk up towels like Bead Maker? It does have a bit of SiO2 in it, and so you are going to have that kind of issue. So just do the soaking, use your rags to riches, things like that.
Yeah.
So.
Typical precautionary procedures.
Yeah. And
Hello,
then Mean
Mean
Bee
Bee.
saying hello, TRC crew, what's up? And then Matt says, thanks for all my coating prep questions. Welcome, Matt. Will gallons
of
be
Quick
available
Body.
for Quick Body? Gosh, Christopher, you realize we have
Wow.
to ship this stuff from Switzerland, so you're asking for 5 liters of Diamond Quick Body.
That's a beefy boy.
They don't do gallons.
Not
you
sure.
wanna do
Not
some
sure. I'm
fun?
ready to fill that. I'm not sure ready to fill that order.
But no, Diamond Body is coming in
He's got Mack trucks that he has to do.
Yeah,
Maybe.
right? Exactly. The bottle size we do have is about 250 mils?
A couple.
I think, you're
so-
right in that ballpark.
Yeah, so you'd be
For
fine.
50 mils, and it's going to last you a while.
It lasts a long time. It goes on very similar to like OptiSeal, if you guys remember OptiSeal.
Yeah, yeah.
Optimum used to do a 2-ounce and an 8-ounce bottle, and that 8-ounce bottle would last Matt and I like 6
Nobody
months
believed
when
it,
we
and then they
used
got it, and they're like, holy crap, I've had the same bottle
Yeah.
for a year, but I keep working on all these cars. I
Yeah.
thought for sure I'd be
Same
out.
thing with Diamond Quick Body. It goes forever. So no issues. Richard
Richard.
Wakefield, could you compare the Diamond interior coating to Colorlock leather sealant? I'm particularly concerned about friction resistance on my leather bolster. So you were talking about Diamond leather. That's the difference. This is a coating for the leather, Diamond leather. So it is comparable to Colorlock leather sealant. It's actually more comparable to Colorlock's top coat. Is actually what it is, because they're both coatings on the leather.
Right.
So that's what it is, in case you're wondering, Richard. So, but yes, it does help prevent that. My buddy Barton saying, greetings TRC and DPT. Sorry for the noob question. Any issues with the glass coating on a pitted windshield? No, Barton, no issues. Using the glass cleaner, not gonna have any problems.
No, yeah.
This was a brand new windshield. We just put this on, but I put it on my wife's windshield, pitted. Same thing.
Still going to help. Still going to have the
Still
same
works.
positive
Yep.
effects.
Next up,
GV, how does this leather coating differ from others? I've heard it's bad for leather to coat it and it can't breathe or regain moisture. This is permeable, meaning it
different.
allows the leather to breathe. Also means what, gentlemen?
Allows it so you can still use a conditioner on top of it.
that's a
There you
big
go.
one.
That's the main thing. So it allows it.
Allows the
so-
conditioner to actually get down into the seat, into
Yep.
the leather.
Yeah. You don't want to put on your leather anything that's going to prevent that
Yeah.
from breathing. So.
Choke it out.
So,
Graham.
and then ProTech coming to the UK, or is it coming via resellers? It is going to come to the UK. I know, Avi, you're in talks with like our TRC teams
It's going
there.
to come with your TRC teams, exactly.
There you go. So Graham, you'll be able to pick it up clean and shiny in the UK. And
Good
then
job.
Kirby Thompson in the TRC store, Diamond Quick Body is sold out already. Any ETA, we already said.
Yep.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Should be Tuesday or Wednesday. Should be back in stock.
Next week.
And then Matt, the viewer, will Quick Body work as a drying aid on an SIC coatings like OptiCoat? Yeah, it will. And then Carissa, a customer asked me to polish the infotainment screen. What would you use? I don't like polishing infotainment screens, Carissa. I would stay away from that. I don't.
Sketchy territory.
Yeah, tell them you don't do that.
Nah.
Matt, have you ever had to do that?
No. I would suggest finding a PPF installer that feels comfortable, putting that over, and it'll cover those fine scratches on there.
That's a good idea.
That's
There
a
you go.
better idea.
Okay. Joel.
Can I use body 36 on the glass as well instead of the specific glass coating? If so, what would the No, Joel. Do not
Avi
put it
doesn't
on
like
glass.
it.
Use glass.
Avi doesn't like it.
Avi
No,
doesn't
we,
like
we
it.
had that discussion, but yeah, no, don't do it.
Tanner. Tanner, due to the coating having a high pH tolerance, could you use a high pH soap such as Superfoam to do a touchless wash? Yeah, honestly, Tanner,
Technically, it'll hold up.
you
to it,
can.
yeah.
That's the crazy thing.
The
You
spa-
can.
It covers like the whole spectrum of the pH scale. It's
Yeah.
just, doesn't bother me. This
Yeah.
coating's just going to take it
So
over.
that's what I did on my Suburban the other day. Literally, that's how I washed it. Just sprayed it with water, sprayed it with foam, sprayed it
Sprayed it
off.
off.
And I had Diamond Quick Body on the vinyl.
Yeah, because there's a lot of
Easy to
coatings
dry
out
it
there.
off.
People get paranoid. They're like, "Oh, did I use something too strong? It's acting different, whatever." But
Yeah, no.
in this case, nah. All right, Ron.
Can this coating be used to protect at the finish of a gas grill? Yes, you could. Your barbecue outside, your gas grill, you totally could.
Right.
There are wheels on there.
Yeah, put wheels, use diamond wheels on there. They'll hold it.
Put wheels on your grill.
It's already got wheels.
I don't know what you're going to cook on it afterwards. Maybe
I don't know what that's going to taste like, but
Yeah. How will carrying this coating affect the relationships with the other product lines? Fine, we carry G-Technic, we carry PNS, we carry some Optimum, and then we carry this.
we carry a wide array
Like I
of
said,
products.
Ron, we create options
works.
for everybody.
We pick the stuff we like. All right, Daniel.
Daniel, will body prep be available in 1,000 milliliter or gallon size? So the bottles that the boys were using just now is 750 mLs. so-
Okay.
Close enough.
Yep. And then Alex, I'm having G. Davis withdrawals. I know we haven't seen G. Davis in
Where's
the
he
chat
at?
Right, it's
yet.
been very quiet. This has been a weirdly on-topic Q&A the whole way
Kirby, we
through.
already answered Diamond Body versus Diamond Body 36. Diamond Body's 18 months. Diamond Body's 36 months.
Okay.
Ron, plan on coding GHR Raptor to force induction.
Rocky lives
I tried
on.
to buy all the kits yesterday, but no luck, no shipping to Hawaii from Rocky.
That's because of air freight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably an air freight issue.
But
Sorry,
we'll come
Rocky,
up with
we'll get that
something
figured
for our
out.
friends.
Yeah.
All right, so let me work up the list here. We'll find the next question. Here we go. Matt the viewer.
No, Matt. Glass coating cause occasional wiper chatter drag. No.
All right.
No.
On the glass application,
And if
buff
it does,
off.
and if it does, no, sorry to jump in.
Go
and if
for
it
it.
does, just clean the wiper.
Yeah, clean your wiper
It's
blade.
just, it could be just dirt on the wiper, nothing else, because
Yep.
the coating will not cause chatter.
There you go.
And the answer to this one is 6 months. We've answered
Yep.
that. Okay, that's off
You don't
topic.
need to store it in a fridge. You can put it in a cabinet.
Okay, we are on to page 1, so don't worry. We are close. But it's a whole
Alright.
lot of back and forth.
With
John
1
Hole is
minute.
here, so hi, John Hole.
Hey, John.
And then,
Hey,
where's the
John.
question? A whole lot of back. Oh, okay, here we go.
D-Man, is Diamond Quick Body like a super beginner SiO2 coating? Kind of, yes. Yeah.
More user friendly.
It's got a lot of Diamond Body in there. And then Diamond Body Pro versus OptiCoat Pro 3, Matt the viewer. Matt, it's that's a very hard one. I would say OptiCoat Pro 3 probably more comparable to Diamond Body Pro 120.
That's going to be in the Pro line.
gonna be in the
which is
Pro
Stay,
line.
Yet
stay
to be
tuned.
released.
Stay
Yeah,
tuned.
stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
You
And
did have a
then
question that popped up briefly.
Go for
and
it.
it just said, did we let the glass just
Kirby Thompson.
Yeah, completely disappear? Did we buff it off? We did come back and buff it off, but it almost had disappeared completely on its own.
Yeah,
So, but we did buff it down, absolutely.
which is pretty crazy. And then Ivan, could I use Active Foam as a pre-wash for my maintenance body? Yes, you could, Ivan Ramos.
Absolutely.
Kirby Thompson, this must be great. Anthony cannot stop wiping down his wife's Forerunner.
Doesn't stop.
He has
He's
not
just
stopped.
a machine.
I'm doing the second coat for what it's worth. I'm doing the second. We only did one coat, and I'm not gonna have this car this clean again for probably another 5 months.
He
So
wants to keep it that
might
way
as
for
well
as long as possible.
Second
knock
coat.
it out.
How's that second coat going, Anthony?
So second coat, fast. Holy crap, it's fast. So I'm finding because the heat in here has gotten even hotter, right? So I am pretty much by the time I'm done at the end of my panel, going back through and wiping it off. But it's insane because again, it's just wiping off so easily. And but yeah, just being absorbed. Like the coating is eating it up and like saying, "Give me more, give me more." And I go, "Okay, it's thirsty." It takes it in and knock it down a little bit. It's good to go. After 2 coats, man, this is gonna be it, man.
This is gonna be sweet.
All right, we're on the top half of the last page,
All right.
but we are over time. We're going to get all these
We're
people
gonna
though
finish
that
with
ask real
here,
questions.
guys. Is this compatible with matte paint? Yes, it is, Robert. It's going to just deepen the color itself.
All right.
Mike, hello guys. Thanks for what you do. My question is, when you wash my car using a sponge, I'm always tempted to use my fingernail to get that stubborn speck of dirt that will not come off. What would be the proper technique? Grab a microfiber towel, soak it, and just use your fingernail underneath the microfiber towel. And pop right
Set
off.
the towel on there, let it sit, soak.
Yeah. But will it protect neighborhoods from ghost truck driving, trivium blasting process servers? Nope.
No.
Josh Brodel with a good question.
How much coating is needed for a 42-foot camp trailer? Quite a bit. Quite a bit, Josh.
Just, yeah.
Thank you for that question. That's Josh Brodel,
Bottles.
Rag Company Customer Service. David Wilson, please send Tony home with some TRC Diamond Coating merch for his father-in-law. Great show. Can't wait to try the new products. Thank you, David, for tuning in and watching. And then G. Davis.
Oh
popping
my
into the
gosh, there
chat.
he is.
I was in my
There he
estate
is.
lawyer's office earlier when I was startled to hear Dane seductively talking about something being juicy.
I mean, come
That's
on, look
right,
at the
G.
paint.
Davis.
Look at the
Yeah.
paint on that Forerunner.
Thank
It
you,
looks
G,
amazing.
for kicking
All
in.
right.
We wouldn't be a live Q&A without you. And
Kirby.
then Kirby Thompson, Night, Avi, and to all, make sure to hit that like button. Thank you, Kirby, for tuning in.
Thank you.
Hans saying, thanks, guys. Great Q&A. Thank you, Hans.
This is the most
Appreciate it.
on
And the
topic
perfect
Q&A.
one to round this whole thing out, because we actually did it already. Chaz.
Didn't see you guys do the roof.
Because they
Chaz.
did it before we started.
We did it earlier.
We did it before we started.
Yeah.
Because they
We got
knew
it
that
done.
was going to be a tough one to try and do on air. So
All right.
now you know.
So, guys, make sure you go like Diamond ProTech on Facebook, Instagram. You can follow Matt Ward. You can follow Tony Mazzell. You can get everybody. Follow them, figure it out, start learning. We're going to be doing a lot of this with the DPT boys, and we're super excited. This is going to be fun. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for kicking up. Dane, take us home.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening, for watching. If it's sometime in the future, well, you should be checking out our website, because who knows? Maybe the Pro line will be available sometime down the road. You'll be able to figure out how to get into
Not
that
who knows,
system.
it will be.
I'm saying it will be, but you get the idea. I'm just saying, stick around
It's
for more
coming.
details
It's
as we go
coming.
along.
Avi, thank
Avi,
you.
thank you so much for being a part of this. We really
And
appreciate
tell
you.
Yuge thank you
Yeah,
too.
really,
We
really
appreciate it.
And tell Eugenio hi for us.
Yep.
I will.
All right. Well, everybody, we hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you again. We will catch you next time for a slightly more, I guess, normal Q&A next time. But I hope this was fun. If you guys like this, let us know in the comments below. We'll keep this rolling. Have a great weekend, guys. We'll see you next week.
See you later.
Take
See
care.
ya.